Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure. Hey everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Guys, Donald Trump is speaking live right now at his cabinet meeting. Speaking about the Iran war, we have the remarks on the financial juice coming in, and we're going to get started in 2 minutes. Please trade careful if you're going to take some trades this session, because we have Donald Trump speaking and markets could turn volatile on all securities. So please manage your risk, and let's have a good day. Thank you guys. We'll get started in 2 minutes.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure it.
Recording in progress.
Hey everyone, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. Good afternoon. Thank you guys for joining. It's almost 11 a.m. Eastern in another 5 minutes, and it's a beautiful Thursday, March 26th. Thanks everyone for joining. We appreciate you guys. We got a busy day today. And Donald Trump right now is speaking at his cabinet meeting, and markets can be volatile. We all know this. The remarks are all over here on Financial Juice. Over here on the left side of my charts, you can see Trump is speaking. The ones with the red dots are more like breaking news, higher impact. So like the last one he just said is Iran has a chance to make a deal. The US is free to roam in Iran's cities and towns. If Iran makes the right deal, the strait will open up, and it's happening right now. So guys, we do have a sell signal right now on gold. At the SST Discord right over here, guys. So it was right below 4450. So that is guys, this is live right now, okay? I haven't done a top-down analysis, but I want us to watch this area. We do have a sell signal for down here if we can start to move. So you see, prior to Donald Trump, gold was moving up here, and then it's gotten rejected and it's coming back down to this location. So let's see if this thing can continue right now to push down and make its way, get more black volume down here, and then maybe we could look to continue to maybe push down if there's any pullbacks, okay? So I understand someone's gonna say to me, well, Ron, you haven't done a top-down analysis, but I'm telling you guys, this is from one of our Discords right over here. There was, if I show you right here, it came out earlier. right here at 1017. So you can see prior, this is where the volume came above, nothing closed below, nothing even impulse down. It moved up and now it's coming back down to that location. So when we talk to you guys about static locations, watching these, I just got alerted right now. So you see how it just came down right away. It just came down a little bit right down to those bodies exactly. And then it's coming back up blue. So it's coming into about 50% the POC of that candle. So let's see if it can continue come down. If it's still building, it still has to make its way down here. Okay. So if everyone, we can watch 4450, that psychological number. And you see it was kind of like a fake out. Okay. But it could potentially come back down. Maybe we'll revisit these highs, then we get like a lower high or a double top, and then it comes back down with more black volume, okay? Are we just clear on that, guys? You see that we have a sell set up there, but nothing should be activated, right? Unless you went in on impulse, basically. So we're still waiting, okay? I have a signal here. It just got triggered, so it's still there. It's still active, okay? I will still conduct our top-down analysis. We'll go through everything, but if we can watch that area together, you know, or if I'm off the chart and it comes back down there, guys, just kindly let me know, and then I'll come over back to it, okay? Is that clear? Guys, I have Donald Trump also on one of my other TVs over here. He's speaking. I'm just listening to kind of what he's saying. Is it bothering you? Do you guys hear him? Because I can turn the volume down. Because we're getting his remarks over here. So maybe it's not too significant. Okay. Because I want you guys to hear me instead of Trump. We can read right here what he's saying. Okay. So let's just get started, guys. Okay. So we're watching this area, okay? We're watching for some cells below this area. It's not there yet, okay? So we can continue to watch this level. Right now, it's still basically green, okay? We want to see if it will continue to push down. We'll flip this red, and then maybe we'll start to fill these wicks, and then gold can start to break down. But right now, it is still technically bullish, okay? Guys, there's this quote. How many of you guys can have heard about this quote? Okay, sorry for talking so fast right now, guys, but I got a lot to go over, and I want to get through this. But trading takes 5 minutes to learn, okay? It takes 5 minutes to learn. You can learn what a candlestick is in 5 minutes, basically. But there's a saying, trading takes 5 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master, okay? I'm telling you from my own experience, like I'm still trying to master trading, and I've been at this for 20 plus years. And you can see, if you know your stuff, volatility, Donald Trump, wars can just throw everything out the window, and then you got to now adapt to the markets. So it doesn't matter how much you know. Every single candle, every single day is a new learning experience for everyone. So you have to be humble in these markets, guys. Believe me. If you think that you're going to trade these markets with an ego, the market is above you and will punish you and will liquidate you, okay? A lot of us have been liquidated, myself and probably you guys. When I mean liquidated, I mean we've lost a shit ton of money, you've blown up accounts, you've lost on trades, you were thinking about quitting trading, all of these things, okay? We've all been there, we've done that, okay? But a way how to do good in these markets is humble yourself down. Right now, with Donald Trump speaking, you can't go high leverage, okay? Because if you make one mistake, you could be done, and it could get choppy, it could get volatile. He's speaking right now, so when sometimes he goes off script, we don't know what the hell he's saying. So it could affect the markets. But what we're looking for is patiently to come back down and look for sells down here, okay? Now, let's just continue going through market news real quick. I'm going to do this fast, guys, okay? So you got to bear with me. Today was Thursday. Unemployment claims are every single Thursday. Weekly unemployment claims, high impact folder, 8:30. You can see that the numbers were right around the forecast. No big difference in the unemployment claims. We had natural gas storage. These are weekly natural gas storages. Yesterday, you saw that we have every week on Wednesday, 10:30, we have crude oil inventories. And Thursdays, we have natural gas inventories coming out. President Trump is speaking again at market close, guys, 4 p.m. today. Where is he speaking? Click on the folder. And he's due to speak at the Greek Independence Day celebration with all of our Greek friends. Tikanis kala, kalaisi. So he'll be speaking. Hopefully, maybe he knows a little bit more Greek words than me, but he'll be speaking to the Greek community, okay? I have no idea what he's speaking to the Greek community for. It's some type of celebration. Donald Trump will go off, and Who knows what the hell he's going to talk about? But notice the time, 4 p.m. That is exactly when the markets close, okay? So think about this. If you're looking to hold an overnight position, go into the close, you never know what could happen with this guy. So you got to think about that right now. You got to come up with a plan. I'm not going to hold any overnight positions, especially when this guy's about to talk right when the market closes. What if I sell the market and then it's a blue candle that goes up 3, 4, 500 pips and he says something and I can't get out because I'm stuck until the markets open up again. So think about that, guys, okay? Right there, he's set to speak after this conference, whatever he's doing right now, okay? Earnings real quick. Pre-market, look, there's no big names, nothing to really be concerned about. After hours today, look at the names. Veritone, Argan, Bling Charging. Again, nothing big. I don't see those big names. Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, Google, Costco. Don't care about these names. Let's continue moving forward. See, I even get rid of earnings. I don't need to keep it on my charts anymore. I see, is there any important names? Yes or no? Keep moving forward. Just some day-to-day news right here. Trump urges Iran to negotiate a deal before it's too late. When it's too late, then a war will start. Then it starts bombing. I don't know if you guys already read, there's 1,000 ground troops already deployed down there, which will be moving in probably this weekend. So that's going to really, really complicate things when you got ground troops down there. Now it's not just air assaults. So this is how wars really, really begin. Hopefully it's nothing, but it could escalate, guys, okay? So think about that if you're holding positions into the weekend. Oil, gold, anything, okay? Gold gets pummeled. 3 reasons why it may rebound. Read your article. What else is going on in the news real quick? Blackstone invests $250 million in UAE despite war disruption. So that's what's going on in the news right now, okay? Defense technology startup Shield AI valued at almost $13 billion in latest funding round. So you're going to start to see defense technology securities come more into the news. Why? Because we have a war starting. So defense securities, AI defense securities, drones. Guys, does anyone have any drone names, tickers? Look at the drones, okay? There's a couple drone names that maybe you add to your watch list. Watch those, guys, because the drone sector is starting to get a lot of volume. Why? Because drones are like the latest technology for aerial assaults and defense and war and things like that. It's a new technology, guys. We're in a new era now. So wars are even fought differently now. So you're going to see maybe robot soldiers in the near future. Who knows what the hell is going to happen? But Discord, see right there, I just spoke about that. So we're looking for this gold below 44.50. Nothing has materialized yet, so we still have it on our watch list. Patience, discipline. Let's continue to wait it out. Okay, guys, everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for joining. 150 of you guys, I appreciate you guys. Please kindly hit the like button right now. It helps the algorithm really start to move and get more and more visitors and more traders to our session, and we love that. Also, if you can subscribe to the channel, we do appreciate that as well. But you have a free Telegram link. It gives you all of our links to all of our sessions that we do, before and afters of the trade setups, blogs, guys. There's a really good blog. I really wanted to read this blog to you guys today, but I don't know if we'll have enough time. Yesterday's session, it was a very consolidated session. We turned it into a 3-hour live webinar, and it basically tells you everything you need to know what we do here. This is like a master class. I'm going to call it that, because if anyone says, Ron, how do we learn? I'm going to direct you to this video and you're going to watch it. It's 3 hours explaining top-down analysis on gold and GBP USD, and it breaks down points of interest, points of control, how to do them, how to configure your Fibonacci tool. We also talked about supply zones, demand zones. We talked about lots of things that we do on this call, okay? Setting alerts at those locations. So that's a good video, guys. If it's your first week, month, year in trading, that's a good synopsis of everything we do here, okay? And I made it into a blog with the link, and I took the monetization off of YouTube so you won't get any ads, because I don't know, when you upload a video to YouTube, it automatically puts you in those ads. So I unclicked it so you won't be disrupted with ads if you're watching that, okay? Just going forward, guys, Right over here, if you do want to sign up with us, there's 50% off on 3-month, yearly, lifetime plans. I made an offer to you guys yesterday to 3 people. If you guys sign up for a yearly or lifetime at 50% off, I'll include a one-on-one with you guys for 2 hours, whatever it is. I don't like to have a time limit, whatever it is. If we're having good conversation, maybe it goes longer. I want to get to know you, you get to know us, and we take you to our website. We show you how to navigate, and love to have you guys on the team and really come up with a trading plan for yourself or help you with your strategy. That's available over there. So what else, guys? The live sessions. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, we're coming early. Don't forget that 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Right, Friday, New York, COMEX, Wall Street session, and then I'll have a webinar uploaded for you guys, creating a sticking to a plan. The free blogs are all over here, guys. This is the blog I'm talking about. Maybe after the call, I'll read it to you guys, and we won't waste too much time right now. But that's a good blog to read and watch the video attached. It's yesterday's live video, Wednesday, March 25th. It's on YouTube, and you guys can watch that, okay? And thank you again, guys, to everyone subscribing to the channel. I cannot tell you from the bottom of my heart how much this helps us, how much it helps for us to continue to do this on YouTube with you guys. It helps. So if you guys, every little bit helps. When you like, you subscribe, you comment, you share the video to your trading community, it helps, guys. So we are grateful for you guys. Now, let's get into the charts, okay? So Donald Trump, he's still at his cabinet meeting. Someone else is talking right now. I'm just trying to listen to who it is, but I don't hear his voice anymore. All of this financial juice on the side is the live news, and we can see everything over here, okay? And everyone on Zoom, thank you guys for joining. Welcome, guys. Justin, how are you doing, brother? I'm having a great day. Justin, I got up really early today. I went for a bike ride. And worked out, went in the sauna, and it's been a great day so far. I like these. It's warming up now, so over here, so the weather is getting. It feels like spring. So it's nice to get out early morning. Welcome, guys. Sergio, thank you for joining. Conrad, Tyler, my man, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. Oh, so we got a big crew. We got Nigel. Welcome. Danny, thank you. Oh, and Danny, yes, big World Cup qualifying games today, 3:45 p.m. Eastern, Albania, 3-1 over Poland today, okay? Okay, guys, look now. So we are starting to get that move back down, okay? So you see it came back up, it came back down. So you can, guys, I am going to do a top-down analysis, but still I can see what's going on the 5 minutes right here. The only reason I'm doing this without a top-down is because we do have a trade signal to sell below 45.50. So you see now how it came up. Donald Trump started speaking right here. It came back down. A little bit of a fake out right there, right? Going into 11, came back up, but we got a wick. So there's a red block there. So it didn't come all the way. So we're moving down with a lower high, and now it's coming back down. So it could impulsively break again and come right back in here. Okay, so what we're looking for is black volume to close below here, okay? So I'm just going to stay on this 5 minutes because if I go to top down, we might miss out on a move, okay? I'm just going to quickly check my spreads. If we can all trade with proper risk management, if we do take a trade, okay, let's all do that, right? This is not gambling. If we do get stopped out, or if I get stopped out, I'll still look for another trade. It's not the end of the world. You're not going to see me smash my computer. I'm not going to blow up my account. Okay, so I need you guys to understand that philosophy of trading. If you take a loss, you got to be able to control your loss. If you're gonna, let's say you take a sell here, where's your stop loss? You should be thinking about it right now. Let's say if you take the sell right here at 4443 and your stop loss is at that red zone, you can see that the stop loss is 250 pips, okay, 250. This is not, we're not trading GBP USD like yesterday where you could get away with a 10, 15 pip stop loss. This is 250. And all I'm showing you is the zone that the volume is trading in. I'm not doing anything magical. Some traders have their stop loss, if they take the sell, maybe above these highs. Their stop loss is 350 pips, okay? I'm not saying you have to put it all the way up there. Like if you believe your entry is good, you could just be maybe above the previous candle, let's say. That's still 120, 150 pips, okay? So there's a lot of volume in these candles. They look deceiving, but there's a lot of volume in these. And you see, we just came back down and we're just consolidating. If I trap this entire zone right now, like this, make it neutral, right? I don't want to engage in this shit. I don't want to sell, buy. Again, it could continue to push back up, and then gold is still bullish. Okay, then we might have to potentially look for buys. I still got to do the top-down analysis because I don't know where my levels are above me. Okay, but I can see if we break down, we could take out, fill this, and then we have a strong bottom. Okay, this is how sometimes if you want to do quick scalping without a complete top-down, right? If you're moving with the markets, you got to be able to recognize that there's a 5-minute bottom there. It came in there again, and it's been building a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and still continuing to push up. So if we are looking to sell below that 4450, we need that black volume to confirm. We don't want to just go on impulse because there was an impulse, you know, just impulses are moving back up. There's a lot of pending orders down here. So we need it closed black, maybe retest this, then we can push down, okay? I'm going to do a top down, guys. Just relax. But I want you guys to understand we do have a live signal here, but it's not there yet, okay? So I'm going to remove all of this now and do a top-down analysis, okay? But I need you guys to continue to monitor 4450 and just let me know kindly. If it breaks on impulse or close below, just say, Ron, it's that signal. That's it. That's all I need to know from you guys, and I'll come back. Let me do a quick top-down. So yesterday was an education top-down. You're going to see now I'm going to fly through this top-down. So when someone says, Ron, holy shit, what are you doing? I'm going to refer you to yesterday's webinar. And then you got to learn on your own or learn with us. All-time high up there. Orange Donald Trump face makeup right up there. Okay, the block right below Donald Trump's all-time high makeup face. You can put, what is the saying? You can put lipstick on a pig. So that's what it is. You put lipstick on a pig on Donald Trump's face there. Since that recent all-time high came down right there, yellow line. Yellow lines, you guys know, are points of interest. Look at how the volume today is still body, and the low of today is right at that yellow line. So we know that there's strong support here. And you guys know on all these calls, you guys know how I identified that green zone. It was red there, turning right there, green across the charts. Hurry up, come on, you guys got to keep up with me. You got to keep going. Okay. So now another point of interest right here. We've been talking about this every single day. How do we not know this? Body, wick. Same shit. Body, wick. See how you can identify patterns, guys. I don't want to take this into another education session, but this is where you got to teach your mind to understand patterns. Recognize these shit and be snap fast. Okay. You want to scalp 1-minute candles. You got to recognize these things in 60 seconds. If I was doing a daily analysis, I have all weekend to analyze this. I can do 30-second trading, 5-second trading candles. It doesn't matter. It's the same shit. There's body, wick. Body, wick. Okay? So you see now I don't need to analyze all this shit up here. We're consolidating right in here, so I don't have time. Normally, if I wanted to take this into a 5-10 minute top down, I'd teach you all that. We don't need to worry about that right now. What we got to worry about is this most recent high yesterday. Let's mark that up. That's a point of interest. Okay, right there. Guys, I hope you're following, because when the chef cooks, you gotta move with the chef. Okay? We're cooking here. There's a zone, red zone. Let's identify that. It's in between two consecutive yellow lines. There's our red box. That's possibly the neckline. I can see that we pushed down. Now I got a body. Let's put one more yellow line right here. And I can see the number 4506. Remember, we're looking to push down below 4450 down in here. But I can see yesterday, look what happened. Okay, it opened, guys. Open, close are points of interest. Right there, close, open. It was initially bearish yesterday, came down, it came up, really bullish. Look how bullish it was, right into the point of control of this big black candle. I told you guys, wait for the close of the candle. Did anyone wait for the close of the candle? It came all the way down and closed there. If you bought on that blue volume on impulse, I'm sorry, guys. You guys are in drawdown because you did not wait for the close of that daily candle. Here's the close, open. Initially bullish today. Bullish. It's not a short wick. I can see how big that wick is. That's a big fill. It didn't get there. It's not a short wick pop fill. It's a long distance to get up there. Didn't have enough volume, and it's still lower highs. So that is our high of the day, purple line. Look at the number, 4544. Drop, coming back down to the opening price. The sellers have control now, pushing it down. They've engulfed yesterday's volume. This candle is doing its job. It took out yesterday's low right there. We're trading right at yesterday's low right now. That 4455. That's why we're looking for volume to continue to go below 4450. And it came all the way down today, right there. You can see today's low is basically like right near these bodies, but it's just a tad bit above it. So they held it up from breaking and they're bringing it right back up where we're trading right here. So this is where the volume can be trapped today, right here. If you want to kind of make that in a neutral zone, that's where it can move blue, black, blue. You know when I say it takes 2 bars to identify? There's your 2 bars. I know these are daily bars. Remember, I'm a 5-minute trader, but that's how I look for 5-minute setups right there. And now you stretch it into the future because it might go blue, black. Maybe there's a little impulse break here. Maybe there's an impulse sell down. If we get 100 to 150, 200 pips, we still got to recognize it could come down, but it could come right back up on us. Okay, so this is what's going on the daily. Let's go into the hourly real quick. Okay, so look at the hourly. Big pump yesterday, come up. Same setup on the 5 minutes. We're looking for this, same shit. See where it came up on the 5 minutes? These are hourly, but it's the same setup. When I go to 5 minutes, it's identical. It came down, it came back. There's the lower high, and then there's the volume that closed below, and there's the push down. That's what I'm trying to look for on the 5 minutes at 4450. Same setup, same shit. And then it came down, it consolidated, came back up, and it's using this critical point as the continued resistance. There's the big liquidation flush. And now look at the hourly candles. Blue, black, blue, black, blue. They broke out right now during Trump's speech, and now it's coming right back down. Okay, so I can see what's going on the hourly. Now just hourly support for the 5 minutes. The last hour is right there. The last hourly low, just draw a quick white line there. Because if we get down there, we still have to respect those hourly buyers are right there at 4437. Okay, and then another hourly location is right there where it created the double bottom. Down, up, down, double bottom, bigger breakout, bigger volume, and we could be retracing back down. So if we sell, we got to know that we're still selling into buyers, okay? You got to be very disciplined. Here it goes, guys. Okay, look, it's already coming down, okay? Remember, our signal was at 4450. Where is it? Right there, okay? Drawing the red line. If we take this right now, it's coming down, lower high, lower high, lower high. It's going to close in 2 minutes. I'm going to let this thing close, okay? Remember, a little box like right above this daily yellow line right there. Wherever this candle closes, I'm going to consolidate this, okay? So it is moving down. It is moving down, guys, okay? And then up here too, let's just understand that this is a red zone on the 5 minutes right there. Was that fast, guys? Did you guys understand what the hell I did? Some of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck did this guy just say or do? But some of you guys know what I'm looking for. Some of you guys got that no problem, okay? That's what I mean. Top downs don't have to be, I slow it down for you guys, okay? Now we're pushing down, okay? If you're in the signal, you're on impulse basically. It's just impulse pushing down, okay? But you're moving down with lower high, lower high, lower high. But we need closure, closure, closure. Okay, see how it just came down again, came back up. So we're kind of in this flight. It could come up one more time. It could come up bullish again and then come back down. Okay, you got to be patient. You got to wait it out. Look at the times right now. What time is it? 11:18. Are we close to this is a new 15-minute candle. Oh shit, guys, sorry. I got to forget my indicators. See what I mean? I don't use too much indicators. Okay, we're below the 9 EMA, the 200 is right here above our red block. And then the indicator that I do love, I always add, is the SST daily bar. We've been having great success on the 15 minutes. So I'm not going to break what's working right now. Normally we keep it on the daily, but I've been having good success with watching the 15-minute candle. Our last 4 trades have been 4 consecutive trades with 0 drawdown, guys. I'm very fucking proud of that because it's not easy to take a trade with 0 drawdown and go directly right into profit and get minimum 100 to 150 plus pips. So as a scalper, I'm very proud of that. Maybe some of you guys don't care about 0 drawdown. I do, because every single pip matters to a scalper. So that means we are taking good, patient, disciplined entries. I don't want to jinx it, but I want to speak facts of what we've been doing here. So now you see it came down. Again, guys, impulse traders, if you took that sell, I understand how impulse trading works. I know what impulse is. So you got stuck. Like, I'm waiting for the bar to close. You see, I'm not in yet, okay? And you see, we have a signal at 4450. You got to learn how to take signals, okay? There is signal traders that want signals. I'm teaching you how to take a signal. You don't just go in blind. You guys understand this, okay? So we're still looking for that 4450. I'm showing you live how it looks like on a chart. It's right there, 4450. Do we see black volume below there? The answer is no. There's no if, and, or buts, okay? Now it came back up to this daily point of interest. Lower high, lower high, lower high. The sellers are still there. Now they could be pushing it down. This could be another black candle filling that wick, then dropping for the bigger drop. Again, if you do take that, it's another impulse trade, okay? So you got to have some type of intuition if you are trading on impulse, okay? Still see, it's got a higher low, higher low, higher low. So there is still buying activity. I can make this little zone blue, green right now, just to show you guys that this is building as a green zone on the lower time frames right now, okay? See how it's still green and still red up here. So this is that consolidated shit area right here. I don't want to trade this shit in here, okay? If I do, all I'm looking for is a blue candle to come up to there. I'll pip and dip because it could come back down with a black candle. If I don't want to trade this shit altogether, I consolidate. This is our sniper trapping gap. Our first ever webinar on YouTube 6 years ago was the SST sniper trapping gap. For some of you old veterans that remember it, it's this. This is what we do. We trap this volume in here. Option one is just going to continue to trade in here. Option two, whatever the hell you want to call it, closes up here. This turns to green, and then it could go up. And then option three is it pushes down here, closes below, this turns red, we sell. It's like a frog leg pattern, okay? Those are the three things. We call this the sniper gap in trap. I can show you if we have time on YouTube that this was our first ever webinar. This is the most basic, easiest way to trade, okay? But you got to be patient. This volume might stay in here for the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What are we going to do? Just force trades? No, you got to continue to wait it out. Watch what's going on. I see higher lows. I see lower highs. What happened to the volume? Look how it's now consolidating like this. So there's going to be a move, but the market Trump is still speaking. Like, I don't even know what the hell this guy is saying right now. Everything he says is beautiful. I just heard him say beautiful. What is he talking about? Beautiful white color. What is he talking about? The painting the White House? Oh, he's talking about the ballroom. Grandpa Trump he's losing his mind. Old Gramps is losing his mind. Rob, everything is beautiful and great. Yeah, everything is beautiful and great. We're walking into World War III. U.S. debt is up to 40 trillion right now and climbing. Cost of living is going through the roof. And everything is beautiful and great. Maybe for him, his pockets are full of money. Okay, we're coming through again. Now we got 90 seconds. We're watching this, 4450. This might be our bar that closes below. Run a trend line on the chart. Okay, yeah, you can draw a trend line. Draw it from the wherever you want. From like right here, if you want to draw a trend line coming down, you can see it's a steep bearish trend line coming down. You can adjust it at the wicks if you like, wherever you want, right? Just understand that there is a bearish trend coming down, okay? But there is also, same thing right here, there's a trend coming up, right? Okay, so you can see we're in this like pennant right here, okay? Sorry for all of these arrows, guys, okay? I'll get rid of this mid one. We know it could consolidate in there. We have a neutral zone. Closing in 45 seconds. We are 5 minutes away from 11:30. So why don't we look at the 30-minute candles? Why don't we look at higher time frame? Okay, we got a nice big 30-minute bearish candle. So why don't we wait for this full 30-minute candle to close? I know it could tease us to take an impulse. That 30-minute volume could close below what we're looking for, the 4550, but more so I'm looking if this 30-minute volume will stay below the daily yellow line, because that's higher time frame. So if we get more 30-minute volume staying below the daily line, we could continue to sell down. This is where we get that impulse break potentially going into the close. So here's 10 seconds. Here we go. So we do have a really nice bearish 30-minute candle, but momentum could switch in the next 5 minutes, guys, okay? Okay, so it came back up, closed in the green box. It opened black again. So this could be where they push it down, or it could get a wick and come back up. Okay, so guys, I know it looks tempting to take a sell, but I'm just warning you guys. If you do take a sell, you got to know that yes, you could get an impulse break, be up some pips, but you're also moving into a new higher time frame 30-minute candle. So Rules, rules, rules. You got to tell yourself this. You know that voice that talks to you in your head every single minute? You got to tell that voice either what you're doing or control yourself. I'm going to wait regardless, whatever happens, okay? I'm going to wait for 4.5 more minutes for this to close because I want to trade the new 30-minute candle, regardless of what happens. And yes, it can be an impulse break and you can go up some pips, but it could just come down, get a wick, and go back up and fake you out. So this is where you have to have rules in trading, okay? It's not just guessing every single time. Have some rules, okay? My rule is I'm waiting. That's my rule. Tyler, you don't know why anyone is trading impulse if the market is stupid choppy lately? Maybe small-time scalpers. Just, even Tyler, if it just breaks and fills that wick, like as a 1-minute scalper, that's all 1 minute, that's 50 pips, right? So that's all. Those guys, impulse traders are scalpers. Let me be clear with everybody. And a swing trader on a 4-hour is not. It doesn't give a shit about 5 pips, right? Doesn't care about spreads. They're looking to get in a position, hold it, and forget it, and set a massive stop loss and big TP. These are scalpers, okay? And I can tell that they're impulse scalpers. I can tell that they don't know how to scalp. It's not me being cocky. I can just see how many fake outs there is. Just wait for the bar to close. Even if you're looking at the 1 minutes, there's no 1 minute black candle that closed. There's a fake out. There's a fake out. There's a fake out. What are you doing? 1 minute traders, what are you doing? Wait for a black 1 minute candle. But you got to have rules. Okay, guys? Sorry, guys. I didn't even say hello to everyone on YouTube. We got right into this. 350 viewers. Thanks, guys, for joining. Hit the like button right now. Please, guys, subscribe to the channel. It's bringing us good luck. We're having good trades. Hit this. Subscribe to the channel. Join the party with us. Welcome, guys. Tony Gold, my man. Thank you for joining. Arab CT, welcome, welcome. Sorry if I butchered your name. I'm just reading this shit fast. The Blind Prophet, welcome. It's midnight your time. Thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. North and Scouser. Thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. Dennis, everyone, thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. Don't be strangers, okay? We're going into now 2 more minutes. And this is not good volume to trade. So us sitting here, guys, we're not missing out on anything, okay? So don't think that if you're not in, yes, take some water. You're right. Thank you I got Gatorade, guys. Gatorade right here. So thank you. I need to take, yes, that was like good 30 minutes, 40 minutes of nonstop talking. Okay. Another pro tip, when you send your kids to school, I go and I take all their candy. Look at this candy bag, guys. I got sour grapes. I got sour kids. I got blueberry things. I got Swedish fish. I got those red feet. Everything, guys. Trick is when you take your kids to school, you go raid their candy drawer. Oh, the hot tamales, those lips. That's the weed kicking in, the Gatorade and the candy? No, it's not. Come on. You gotta love your candy, guys. We're not fasting, so we can eat now. Candy is no good for me. Believe me, I'm a scalper. You know how much stress I go through as a scalper? Candy is fuck all. If I can scalp the markets and I'm still alive and my heart haven't had a heart attack with you guys live, then I'm okay. But here we go into the close, okay? So it's still blue volume. We got a new 30-minute candle. My hair is starting to grow. Amazing, amazing. Hair is growing. You know it's springtime when my hair is growing. Just got to water it, put some fertilizer on it, and it grows. No, guys, don't put fertilizer on your hair, okay? I'm just joking. It's a joke. I'm a comedian, too, in my spare time. Okay, so we're still in the green zone here. It's diverging down. Here's the new 30-minute candle. Let's see if there's some impulse move, if it comes down. Remember, just to push down and just fill these wicks, it's not asking for a lot, but it could come right back up blue, okay? Or we're looking for clues, like little fake outs. Can it come up blue, 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 and then they slam it down? Right now, it's coming down black, okay? I could even go down to the 1 minutes. Could this be our first 1 minute bar that's going to close below? 30 more seconds to watch this 1 minute bar. Trump is still speaking. Everything is beautiful for Trump. Can you guys hear Trump in the background? Still talking about ripping down the nicest buildings. Okay, here we go. So this is a break of a 1 minute candle, right? It is now breaking down. It could close, short wick. It could be another impulse. So if we're looking at the 5 minute candle, it could further push down. If we're waiting for that 5 minute candle to close, you gotta determine what time frame you're trading, okay? So let's continue to wait this out. I see it break down. It could come back in. Okay, so we got a retest of a 1 minute that could start to break this market down. And if the 1 minute, if you're trading a 1 minute, remember that 1 minute has to fill that 1 minute candle right there, 4445. That would be like a 50 pip drop. If we're waiting for the entire 5 minute candle to close, we can't enter yet, okay? The 5 minute candle still has 3 minutes to go. Okay, so you see it is breaking. This might be our confirmed 5 minute candle that closes. And then you can see that this could be the cut line. We make it red. Yes, it could come back up. And then we sell the premium area with more pending sellers, okay? This is the break. This is impulse. Notice the time, guys, okay? Even if you don't take the trade, you can still learn. So it came in at 11:30. The bigger time frame pushed it down, okay? I'll turn it down because he is yapping. Oh, he's showing a pen right now. What is he doing? Is he Jordy Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street? Sell me this pen? What is he doing? Is he telling the journalist, sell me this pen? Guys, greatest movie of all time, Wolf of Wall Street, Jordy Belfort. Oh my God, is he doing that? Sell me this pen. What is he talking about? $5 a pen. What is he talking about? What is this man talking about? He's lost his mind, guys. Like, what is he talking about? Grandpa's losing his mind. Okay, so this is on a 5 minute, this is an impulse, guys, okay? If you took it, you're in the money. If not, you're waiting. That break was about 85 pips, okay? Depending on what you're looking for. If you're just looking for an impulse scalp, you could take your stop loss, be at break even right now. You could be taking out 80%, or you're waiting for this bar to close and it could continue to push down, okay? I'm waiting for the bar to close, 90 more seconds. If it closes, 4450 is what we're looking for to continue to sell. The green box will turn red. Okay, so this is a big drop coming down to that hourly top of the zone where it was consolidating. That's a nice drop, okay? Now, if this candle closes like this is a structural bar because it might close below this structure. That's a great candle to get your fib tool, cut it in half, and get another point of control out of this and cut this if it closes like this, okay? So I'm telling you ahead of time. You got to be fast at this. And then we got to judge the size of the wick too. Okay, so now it's coming right back up. 50 seconds to go. See where it was the white line there? There's a 5 minute wick there, a 5 minute wick there. So there's a wick now bringing it right back up. Okay, but ultimately when it closes, that's what we're gonna figure out. Okay, 30 more seconds to go. If you're a 1 minute scalper, you got what you were looking for. There's your 1 minute bar that closed below, came up, retest. You could sell right there, stop loss up there, and then you got that advancement of that Tetris piece, but it's still holding down there. So we could see it curl back up and then go back down on the next 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the wick now, those blue 1 minute candles coming up, going into the close. So you see like right here, this could be like the cut line, like right here where the entry was. But there's still some bearish pressure pushing it down. Here's the close. Okay, so that is still a structural bar. I'm just going to lower this down to about half of it. Okay, so now it's ignited. Okay, so it's coming up. Let's look for a quick rejection to push this thing down. If it needs to come all the way up, that's about cutting the bar in half. If it needs to retest the actual red zone, it might come up there. But if it's like a small inside bar, it could get rejected down and continue to push down. Then we may have to look to continue to take that. Okay, but it's bullish ignited and it's coming up right now. Okay, so we gotta still holding that bullish ignited bar. It could continue to fill and come back up. I see some sellers trying to push it down right now. Look at your spreads too, guys. I've got a 0.8, 0.6 right now. I like to be at the half pip range. Okay, so it's still coming up, still a bullish candle. Could potentially retest half of it, the POC, or be a big bullish candle breaking through there, and then we're coming up to the red zone. Notice how we have not retested the 4450, the original sell entry. Okay. Thank you, guys. Almost 500 viewers. Amazing, guys. Appreciate you guys. When you got some time on this session, if you can hit the like and subscribe to the channel, we appreciate it. 15-minute candle still has good selling volume, still big black candle. 4448, Chris, is 50% of the candle. Yeah, right where my red line is, 4447.90. Yep, okay, so now we're pushing down, okay? So now we could continue to push down. Notice how it's got still a little bit of blue volume. It's not a big wick to fill. If it continues to push down, then we get that further drop. So this is where we can look to entertain a sell if we start to break black, but it could just get that last, again, come back up blue, and then obviously, if it comes back up blue, our stop loss needs to be at least above the red zone, okay? Because if it comes back up, I don't want to get stopped out because then it could come back down, right? But we measured the zone. I don't even need to look at it. I know that that's a 100, 150 pip stop loss all the way up there, okay? So now it is pushing down. Okay, I'm going to go into sell now. It's a shooting star. I'm in the sell. I'm going to place my stop loss above the daily yellow line, 4455, above this bearish candle. If it still needs to come back up, I still want to see if we can get some offers in here. So I'm entered into the sell now, okay? I tried to wait as much as I could. It turned into that shooting star. I was 1 second too early, okay? And then now it's blue again. So now what I got to see is going into the close, can it be like a consolidated inside bar, continue to hang around here? Then maybe I get the next further push with another black bar, or it could potentially come all the way back up to retest the original location, okay? But that's why I have my stop loss above the retest location, okay? So I'm in a sell now. Looking if we can continue to break down, fill this wick right here, and maybe get down to that white line down in there, okay? So I'm in a sell now. So this breaks my streak of 0 drawdown trades. I guess I jinxed it. Yeah, tell Borix to get in on the sell. Tyler, tell Borix get in, and maybe then the market will just come tumbling down. Okay, we got 60 seconds to go on the close. Let's see if we can continue to push down. I think Donald Trump is done speaking now. Or no, he's still speaking. I'm sorry. It's on a commercial break. Okay, so we got a nice bar coming down. Let's see if we can continue to break that low, close strong. We have a nice 15-minute bearish candle coming down with us. 30 more seconds to go into the close. This is when it gets a little volatile, right into the close. Okay, remember this consolidated zone right here? This was from the hourly analysis. Remember that? Or it was the daily zone. My bad. It was the daily zone. So it's a bigger zone. If we can get that volume to close inside there, then we're closing in that daily zone, and maybe we could push down a little further. Okay, so here we go into the close. 10 seconds. We did create that lower low. Do have some black volume. Is it a structural bar? No, I need it closed below these bodies right here to be structure, like right here. If it can close below 4434, we're not there yet. Okay, so there's a wick here. It could come back up blue, right? So what we got to look for is lower highs to continue push down. Maybe we can stay below the body where this candle opened, if we can continue to stay below the point of interest of this bearish candle. But if it breaks through there, then we got to stay below this high wick. So we got a lower high, perfect so far, okay? But it's struggling at this 4437 area right now. It would be nice if we can flag in here, cool off, and then further push down with that 30-minute candle and that 15, okay? I haven't adjusted risk yet, nothing, okay? So where I'd like to flag on the 5 minutes is kind of right here. Okay, so that's not the bar I want. It's above there, but we still have protection from this wick, and we still have not tagged into 50% of the big structural black candle. Okay, so those are where more offers should be here and certainly at that red box above us. But if we can continue to push this volume down with lower highs, then maybe we'll continue to bid down the lows and break this thing down. But it's not easy to break down yet because it's still in an uptrend, right? This is still like technically we're counter trading this move from the lowest point of the day right here, the purple line, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. But we did break a little bit of structure right over here. Okay, so we got a rejection wick, lower high. That's good, positive for us as sellers. But we got to remember, continue to create new lows, right? To push this down. Okay, so we've exhausted those buyers. So those pullback buyers that bought in, they got filled with offers. And now we need to make them think about their stop losses. Because if they just bought in, their stops are probably below this wick or below here, this structure. And that's where we need to target as sellers. We need to start bidding down around 4434, 4430, and bid it down here so that we can, get that big flush volume, that big liquidation volume. Okay, well, that's a nice shooting star, but I don't want to see equal lows or higher low. I want to fill that wick and continue to push down. We have now the remaining half of the candle, 2 more minutes and 20 seconds to continue to go. And there's a lot of support at this area because there's this big wick at 955. There's that big wick right there at 10 after 10. And we got a wick and a wick. So there's a lot of still heavy support right at 4437 in the market right now. Okay. So that's a good, again, see how it came up blue and again, how it flipped black like that. That's telling me that there was a pending offer that filled those buyers on the blue and pushed it down. But you see, it's still holding this. So there's still a lot of buyers sitting at this 4437, holding this wick without allowing it to break down right now. So that's not a good sign as a seller because I can see how tough the support is there. So it could potentially curl up blue unless we can break this down in the next 90 seconds, okay? Because we're creating some bottom support here. That's where the 15-minute is finding its support here. Yeah, Donald Trump is still speaking. I see he's still speaking. MACD and RSI are saying bearish. Okay, that's good. Good confirmations on, like if I look at RSI, we are below 50 on the RSI right here. So we're in bear territory. So yes, it could curl back up to 50. We could still hold support, but if it curls up, that's what I mean. We have the red box protection there. So yes, this is great for selling. We want to continue to push it down to maybe 30, get it to this oversold area because that's where the bigger buyers would be, right by either this white line or the daily low, the purple line, okay? And then that's where we have to really consider, if it breaks down there, to take some profit. But right now, it's a battle between buyers and sellers at this location right now, okay? Candles closing now in 20 seconds, and a new 15-minute bar is gonna open. It's 11:45, okay? So a new 15-minute bar will open. We still haven't produced a new lower low. Okay, but we got lower highs. We still have not tagged 50% of this bar or the original 4450 selling location, okay? So you got to understand, it could curl up blue, okay? See how it held? Now it's blue, new 15-minute. If we can reject this quickly and just fill those. It would be nice. Then we get that liquidation drop, but it's blue coming back up. So now what we got to do is, again, stay below this high wick, stay below here. But if it comes up, we still have some sort of protection above us, okay? It's not easy to break structure down, right? It takes time. Sometimes you get the big move. Right now, we don't have it. It's stuck in this little consolidated range right now. Thinning out volume, still blue. All we need is a few offers up here to continue to push this down, and maybe we continue to break down. Okay, so we flipped. Did you see how we flipped the 15-minute bar? It just initially turned black just for a second. So it's not an ignited bar. Okay, that's a good shooting star. But again, just coming down, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Like even if you were just to draw a little trend line on those 3 wicks, you can see how it's still holding, right? We need to break this down. And it's a tough area to break here because there's a big wick there. Look at the response earlier in the morning. There's a big wick right there that caused that response, and we're trading right down here again. So there's the big response coming back up. Okay, it broke above this high, but it's still below this high. So we still need to have not tagged into 50% of that big breaker bar, structural bar, whatever you guys call it. Okay, that's a good rejection. That's nice, but there's still blue volume. Okay, we have to exhaust that blue volume. It's the new 15-minute buyers that are coming into the market right now. Okay, if we can continue to exhaust these 15-minute buyers, then I know my 30-minute candle is still pushing down that volume. Okay, but they're there, they're buying, coming right back up. Okay, so now what we got to look at is we're still below this trend. Okay, they're right there at 50% of that black candle. The 9 EMA is there. Okay, so we still have protection, but we have not tagged these orders yet. We haven't came up yet, okay? So this is like an official retest coming up. We're still below the 4450, the original location where the sell order was, the signal. So we still have protection, guys, okay? But it is encountering drawdown, right? We can't judge a candle until it officially closes. Two more minutes to go into the close. If we can get that volume back in this consolidated range, then we could just black, blue, black inside here. But if it closes above here, then one more black bar could continue to come up to the original sell location of 4450 and maybe into this red zone, okay? But if it closes above here and starts to build, I don't want to be in the sell anymore because then it could start to break through here, okay? So my stop loss is just above that yellow daily point of interest at 4455. I'll verbally tell you if I get stopped out or what's going on, but still got to let this bar close. Still has not came into here. So I see a little zone being built. Sorry, I'm just going to move this thing backwards. I'm going to show you a new zone that I see here. And I need you guys to look at this zone too. Right there. See that little zone that's being created right now? Okay. See the bottom of those bodies right there and a wick now. So like that 50%, this candle has its point of control. We haven't came up to this big red block. So we're still holding it down currently, but there's still that strong buying volume in this 15-minute candle. 30 seconds to go into the close. Okay, and this is the close. 5 more seconds. Okay, so it did close above that body. So technically this pattern here is bullish, but we're still trading this higher time frame move. Okay, so it's opening blue again. It could come back up and retest this location. Hopefully a lower high is here to push this thing back down, and we can trade back into this box again. Can you still enter? You can, but you see, if you're entering on blue volume. So maybe wait for maybe a retest up here, or if this comes down black, then you can see it then has the potential to push down. But right now, if you're selling on a still candle that's blue, that's building right now. Okay. Now you see it flip black, but we got to get it back down into this location, down back in here, so we can flag in here so that we can break these lows and then drop through here. But you see, every time it comes down here, it's filling up with that blue volume, continue to fill up. It's this stubborn 15-minute candle stuck with this blue volume here. You see how it's still filling? So we found big support down here, okay? Could not break it. That was the bottom of this move. So this is where we're curling back up. So it came down, it's coming back up. Can we find the neckline here to come back down? Or is it gonna be the bigger neckline where it closes inside here, then it goes up? Then I'm getting stopped out of this trade. Okay, so I got to continue to rely on this zone to see if the sellers are still here. The point of control of this 1130 candle, basically the higher time frame, the 30-minute candle, if it can still maintain the point of control of it. What I mean by that 30-minute candle, if you click on the 30-minute candle, it's this one that opened at 11:30. See, it was black, black, black. It came down. That's where it found the bottom, right at the 10 a.m. 30-minute candle. And then it came back up. So I want to see if it can continue to hold this 30-minute volume to continue to penetrate down the wick, right? But this candle's not closing until 8 more minutes. Okay, so I can see how the 5 minutes, 15-minute found their support. Chris, Ron, what's the candle called? What's that point of interest? Which candle? Which candle, Rob? What time? What time? This black one at 11:30? Oh, it's the I call it a structural candle because it closed below those bodies, and that line is just 50%. And I'm just figuring out the point of control of that candle. But yeah, the midpoint is a point of interest. Okay, we got 1 more minute to go. We're approaching 5 more minutes to go into noon. Okay, so we got to know that noon is a new hourly candle, and it can bring in momentum and volume. Donald Trump is still talking here. We got some red dots here, 10 tankers and all given by Iran. So he's still talking, unfortunately. The markets can get a little wonky, but we just got to continue to watch what's going on. I continue to watch. Yes, I'm in drawdown, but still watching. It came right back in there. Right, red zone, there is sellers there active, but we have not, closed with a nice black bar or push this down. Every time we come down, it's filling blue. It's this stubborn 15-minute volume here. Okay, so it closed strong, right at the red zone. It's coming down black, ignited now. So it could just come down, catch a wick, and go back up. So we really need to come down black and get it like an engulfing bar to close back below here so that maybe we can start at noon continuing with that trend going down, okay? If we don't, then we have to understand that it could turn up blue the next hour and break this and come up, okay? So we came up, kind of counter traded right back up to the point of control of the 11:30 5-minute bar right in the middle. That's what I want. I have the bar that I'm looking for. It's a bearish ignited bar, but as it's coming down, it's finding support, like higher, low, higher, low. It's this stubborn 15-minute blue volume, okay? If we can somehow within this 5 minutes close back below here, then maybe we will have the continuation coming at noon to really break this. But buyers are coming in. We can see higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and a higher low. So we got to get a nice black engulfing bar to close back inside here to maybe work our way down. So one thing for sure is our red zone here, the point of control of this candle is still holding. Okay, we can clearly see that. Okay, that's a great black bar, but closing is more important. It's nice, it's coming down. Okay, so we broke lows. Okay, so it's coming down with the momentum, but so it took us like 12 minutes to flip the 15-minute bar. Okay, so now you're going to get volatility. Believe me, the volatility is going to come now. Okay, because we're going into noon. Okay, so we got to continue to follow this. Again, if it's a big wick here, then unfortunately it's going to probably come back up. So if we can create like, this is where that big wick is, big wick, and a big wick. If we can close, good, we can push down, get that move. But if we close below here, this could be another structural bar we're going to cut in half going into noon. Okay, that's a great push, guys. That's a great push. This is where you can control your risk management if you like. Okay, sorry, let me just measure this move. I failed to measure this move. I was too busy watching the upper candle. Okay, that's 80 pips there, okay? If you don't do anything, that's fine. I have not. You can lower your risk a little bit and be above the red zone so you're not all the way above this yellow daily point of control. That's reducing your risk if you like, okay? So then you're not subject to take a further loss if it flips. That's what I'm going to do because we're going into noon. So I'm just putting my stop loss. You see, I had it above the yellow line, 4455. I just lowered it now just above the red zone to 4450, okay? I'll just put it maybe at 4451, okay? But I've reduced my risk, so from here to there, so by 60 pips. So that's reducing your risk while you're in the money. I have not taken out 80% yet because I want to watch where this will close and maybe continue to move down with this. Because if it's a structural bar closing below here, we could get that further push down and get the bigger reward, okay? So, but you guys see, drawdown happens, okay? It happens in trading. Not every day we're going to hit trades straight away in profit, but notice how the POC of this 11:30 candle, structural candle, held up. That's what we're trying to teach here, okay? Now, what happens down here? It's a different story. Look how it came right down to the bar. Look at where the red line is, okay? So there's strong support right here. This is where the market moved up today. This is what we're trying to break down now. And we are now 1 minute going into noon. So this is where it could come back up really blue, and come back into drawdown. However, if we get a good closure, maybe we'll cut this bar in half and continue watching down. You can drag your trend line down. We're still trending down. We broke this upper trend line. So let's kind of get rid of that shit. Okay, so we got 30 more seconds going to close. Shepo, you got a big W. Good for you, boss. Good for you. I just want you guys to hopefully control your risk. It suffered drawdown. It sucks. But what can we do? Trump is speaking, okay? It was 50 pips of drawdown. 50 pips is nothing with this type of volume, okay? 50 pips is nothing. When we're normally used to seeing 100, 200, 300 pip 5-minute candles, okay? Okay, so one thing is, did it close below these bodies? Yes. Quickly just drop this line, my cut line, right down to there. You see the cut line is basically my entry point, okay? 4441. We got a bearish ignited candle, but there's a rather larger wick. It's not a short wick. So if we can really fill that, yes, we could continue to fill that wick down there, but there's going to be some support. There it is. It came in. So if we come back up, you know, we're still in the money, but you got to understand that it's eating away at our profits, okay? But we got to continue doing what we did, like how we weathered the storm with that. We got to maybe weather the storm on this move unless we get the hourly sellers continue push down with us. Let's take a look at that 30. Okay, so that 30, nice big bearish volume. If you really want to adjust your stop loss, cut that 30-minute candle in half and then see where your stop loss would be, because that's a big bearish candle. The hourly, if we're looking at these hourly candles, okay, that was a massive hourly volume-based candle. Maybe we're going to continue to push down, but you could see we're trading into a blue volume. It could curl back up this hour and, you know, right into there. Okay, so that's why my stop loss is above there. But hopefully maybe we get the flush with this hour. Okay, so let's watch it on these 5 minutes. We got a beautiful candle breaking. Yep, that's good. That's about 100 pips if we just get a little bit more black volume. And we have to monitor this wick right here and this white line down in here, because that's where there was a body, a wick, and a wick. If we really get it down to 4422, guys, we cannot get greedy down there, okay? I'm being honest. That's like a 200 pip drop, okay? Even if we get this flush, you can go to a break even. You can secure 80% if you like, because we're still going against an, oh, there it is. Go to break even. Everyone, go to break even. There it is. Go to break even. Go to a break even, everyone, right now, okay? We don't need any risk in this. Guys, that was the drop. Those are those liquidation drops. That's where you kind of want to cash out. You know what I mean? On that big drop. Sometimes your broker will fill you on the way down as you have a market execution, because that volume is coming heavy, okay? That was 160 pips, guys, okay? 160. 160 swiftly. My car go. S car go. Who knows that? Anybody know that track? One of the greatest tracks of all time. Biggie, you guys know. You guys know. Yep. Sometimes my words just hypnotize me. Okay, guys, I have no risk in this trade. I'm at break even, okay? The only thing I'm playing now with is my profit, okay? But no risk. Shit, it's gonna sting if I come back at a break even, knowing that I didn't clear my 80%. But guys, it's not easy to talk, trade, go on my mobile, do all these things at once, okay? But you got to learn, you got to listen to what I'm saying, because I'm telling you ahead of time. You guys got to really listen to what I'm saying. I said if we get that liquidation bar, that's your time to break even and take profit, okay? I know I'm trying to teach on these calls, and right there, I screwed up myself, okay? And now the market could punish me. That's a big move. That's exactly what we wanted as sellers. We came down and we liquidated, but those big pending orders are bringing it right back up. So, but I don't want this to be a massive blue candle and I'm not at break even, then it comes back and puts me in drawdown or potentially my stop loss, okay? So this can turn into a BE for me, and then I got to go back and review. I know what I did wrong, okay? It's not the entry, this, that. It's failing to take out 80% on a 150 pip drop. I'm telling you guys, when I'm reviewing this shit, that's my bad. Me, personally, not you guys, me. I know what I should have been doing. I said, targeting that wick and that break, we really have to respect down here. Because I said, as I was saying this, it was coming down. The body, the wick, and the wick. So I said, guys, if it comes near that, you have to do something. I didn't, okay? And I feel like a fool on these calls. So now the market's going to come back, potentially hit my break even, unless I can get some continuation bear volume. But look how much more I got to sell down to get back down there. It's not easy. This is an aggressive rejection wick coming up. As long as you guys are learning, guys, you know, okay, I can scalp candles, okay? Even after this call, I can scalp myself. Don't worry about me, guys, okay? I really want you guys to learn and learn from my mistake. I screwed up there. My mistake was not taking out profit. That's it. That's it. I got greedy. That's what greed does. That's what greed does. So will the Forex gods reward me? I don't think so. I think it will come back up, build up, unless we get this hourly sellers stepping in. You know, the early hourly sellers right here, it's a hanging man candle who originally opened this candle and were selling. It came all the way down there. It came up, unless they're still here offering and we continue to ride our wick down. Then if that's the case, if I'm still in this and it's riding this wick down, then I know it could possibly break there and then be a bigger reward. Okay. But I'm asking for a lot for that to happen. But I'm still in the money, still blue, still live, you know. But guys, that's why, okay, I'm telling you, I did not follow my rules there. I have an 80-20 rule, okay? And when it broke, it's dropping 100, 110, 120 right there, 125, 130, 140, 150, 160. And while I was doing that, see guys, I was taking my break even to my stop loss to break even. And you see how fast it rotates right back up. Now this, look at the 15-minute candle flip, bullish hammer coming right back up. So they picked up all of that liquidity, now coming right back up, okay? Some of you guys maybe want to stay in the trade with a stop loss. That's your business. My business is going to a break even. This is a break even, okay? I couldn't bring my this trading view thing down, but I'm at a break even on my mobile. I'll verbally let you guys know as soon as I get tagged out. Okay, I got tagged out. Fuck. That sucks. Okay, that sucks. 160 pip push down and I didn't secure anything. That's pure stupidity. Stupidity. There's no other answer for that. That's just stupidity. But I don't let that rattle me. I don't let it rattle me. Okay. You know, some traders get really upset and now they're going to start revenge trading, maybe going into a buy now, then they really push it down or take another sell. No, this is the time you take a breath, you relax, okay? When I'm talking, I did not win any money and I didn't lose any money. That keeps me sane every single day, okay? Yeah, it happened really fast, okay, guys? Sometimes when it happens that fast, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do, okay? Sometimes literally candles move down and up so fast, you don't even have time to react, okay? If that's the case, that's the case. Like but we have to understand that there's buyers down here, right? Here and here and here. So as it was coming down, it happened fast, okay? But now what I don't want it to happen is it comes now for my stop loss. Because then that is like a demoralizing psychological trade where you know how much money you are in profit and then now you're at a loss of your capital. I can deal with a BE, a break even, no problem, okay? I know that I could look for another setup, okay? It's all good. You guys got to learn this too. But don't revenge trade and don't get pissed off. This is going to happen to you. It's not going to be this is not the first time this happened to me. It happens every day. I go through this shit every day, okay? But you got to understand. Now, if you were in that trade with me, did you do anything? I'm going to ask you. Are you guys still at a stop loss? Did you guys go down to a break even? Did anybody secure anything on the way down? I don't know. Right? I don't know what your goals are, what you guys are looking for. That's why I have small goals. Like when I'm scalping 50, 100 pips, like even when it came down there, I should have taken an 80-20. I should have been happy with 100 and been humble. Alex, you knew you should have secured, but lesson learned? Yeah. But I could still continue to sell down with this, but I just don't like that big, nasty rejection. But it came back up. You see entry point, break even, now coming back down. Okay, so it could continue to push down, but we're battling a lot of strong buyers right now. And notice how that happened so fast at noon. Look at that candle. That was 12 p.m. This is a lesson, guys, for everyone, including myself. When we go into an hourly candle or higher time frame candle and we get these liquidation moves, you have to understand what the market is doing, okay? So this is a lesson for all of us to learn. 12 p.m., all of those big sellers came in and liquidated what they needed to do. There was a lot of pending buyers down here. They did, us as sellers, the only thing that we didn't do was secure the profit on the way down. But it came down, hit all those orders. It just hit more delta buy orders that brought it right back up. And now what happened? Let's go into the minutes. How quickly? Look, 12, look, there's 12:01 in 1 minute. So when you guys are talking how fast you got to react, that was 1 minute. Look, 60 seconds. It came all the way down there, and in the next minute, it rotated it right back up. So that's a big drop in 1 minute, okay? So you see how fast you had to react. So some of us didn't have time to react. So it's not our fault, right? It just happens so quickly. But you got it. Now what I do is how I learn from this is it happened right at 12 and 12:01. So that tells me if I'm in another trade going into 1 p.m. or 1:01 or 2 p.m. or 2:01 or 3 p.m. or 3:01, that this hourly volume, that's that momentum that I was saying, okay? But let's learn from that, okay? Trading is learning. Every trade teaches you a lesson. Whether it's, if I got stopped out, it would have been a lesson. The lesson would have learned, I should have learned from it. Why did I get stopped out? If I took my profit all the way down, that's a lesson too, right? If I didn't do anything and now I got hit at break even, it's a lesson. The lesson is the profit. That's it. That's it, guys. You know? Sorry, I'm not in this anymore. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just continue watching what's going on, okay? So you still see we are still below 50% of this black bar. Maybe my stop loss, oh man, was a little too tight at that break even, but shit happens, okay? Now it's continuing to push down. Maybe we're gonna push and continue to drive down and fill that wick. But we got a wick and a wick and a wick and a wick building at these bodies. So when I draw like a little green zone, there's a green zone right here now on the 5 minutes. This is what we're struggling to break as sellers, okay? If we can close below this zone will turn red. Maybe we'll come down a little bit further, fill this wick, come back up, and we can sell that move, continuing to come down and fill that wick and really get another drop, okay? So we can continue selling this trend as long as it continues to break down, because we got to know that buyers are stepping in. Because what could happen now is it builds off of this, breaks our trend line that we have, closes above here, then starts to move its way back up here, right? Rob, Dow is preparing a move. Oh, guys, one other thing. Remember we did GBP USD yesterday? We were right here. We finished up the call. So you see how it came right into the red zone? We were looking for buys above it. Blue volume closed above to come up here. But you see how it came right into the red zone? One top, two tops, and then it started to push down. That was Dow. And then you see at the daily purple line where it held. Then finally, this is how it's moving. There's a nice little, look, double bottom, okay? You have the there, and then there's the scoop up. There's that little grab. It held Tetris piece, second leg. There's a beautiful buy on Dow, okay? Or not Dow, GBP USD. If this is the security you're trading, there's the neckline. There's a double bottom. One bottom neckline. There's the second bottom, right? There's the volume that closed above. There's your retest. You should be in a buy right there. And then you also have evidence of a fake out where they grabbed the vol. That's a A+ setup. Guys, if you have a playbook, that's your A+ setup. Understand the setup. That's a great setup. And what I'm saying is you should be in a buy. That's exactly what you're looking for right there. Place your stop loss either below that bar, down here, wherever you want. And then your target is that purple line. That would be a trade if you were taking GBP USD. If that was gold, that would be like a 300 pip move. That right there is 20 pips. But that's how you can learn. That's how I learned. Look how beautiful it trades. Okay, it's nice. GBP USD. This was from yesterday's top-down analysis. Okay, so now you see it's holding. They came down, big drop. Fuck, ooh, I screwed up. Didn't close my position. Now it came back up and is building again. Okay, so still in this consolidated zone. Stretch these zones into the future and be patient and wait for our next move. Okay, guys. I apologize to everybody. I should have been quicker to say, take some profit on that bar. But guys, it happened so fast. I'm showing you. It was in 1 minute, right? And I was still, when that was dropping, I was looking where it could drop down to, right? I was talking about this. I know, guys, what I was talking about because I saw it coming down black, black, black. And I was trying to warn us right here of this body, this wick, and this wick. But it came down right there. I thought it was going to tag this, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda, trading, all that shit. And it came right back up. But I'm just explaining to you guys my thought process. It happened so fast. My bad. But it's still pushing down. Okay, still pushing down. Okay, this is another, it could be an impulse break. This is a new candle that just opened, 12:15, a new 15-minute candle. Okay, but it's still lower high. Oh my God, that's where I got tagged out. Oh, I'm so upset with myself for that. I should have just gave it 15, 20, 30 pips to breathe. Guys, I go tight with my stop losses with you guys on these calls. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm 100% honest with you guys, okay? Because I know some of you guys over leverage at times, okay? And my concern is you guys more than my trading. I'll tell you guys this, okay? And when I say break even, I'm doing it to help you guys get to break even. So the word, and it helps me as a trader live to know that I did my job managing risk, and I don't want to hear of people blowing up their accounts on my watch. I don't want to hear that, okay? No one should ever blow up an account anyways. If you lose a trade, we lose a trade. If I got stopped out, I lose 0.25%. But I don't blame you guys. I just, that's the way how trading goes. Now it's filling back down. Fuck. No risk, no Ferrari. Yep. Got to risk it for the biscuit. But learn from me there too, guys. See, if you go to a direct break even, if you just give it a little higher, 20, 30 pips to breathe, see, I would have been maybe safe in that pullback. And now I would have been right back into the 160 swiftly, escargot, my cargo. But shit happens. What can I say? But overall, we caught the downtrend, okay? It's pushing down. Down. Okay, pushing down, came back up. Notice the red zone. We got the bar that closed below. Okay, if you missed that, remember we got in earlier on the sell. Look at the pullback right in there. The point of control continued to push down. That was that huge 1 minute drop, but it's coming back up. Still lower highs. Point of control of this bar. That's where I had my damn break even. God damn it. And then now it's coming right back down. Okay, but it's coming back down to this location right here. This is not an easy area to break. Okay, right here. I'll make a zone so you guys can see that wick, those bodies, that wick, the wick before, and right there too. Okay, and we're not too far away from the lowest point of the day, the purple line. Okay, excellent, guys. Not for me, but for you guys. And then if you see over, guys, like when we give you I trade with a little bit more tighter stops on here, but when a signal comes out to you guys, okay, it gives more room to breathe, okay, right? The trade, what was the setup? Sell gold at 4450, a suggested stop loss of 4465, TP 4410, okay? Now, remember what I told you. No volume close below. Wait patiently. Set an alert. Did we not set an alert at the start of the call? And then started to push down. Okay, there's 100 pips. And then turning into 250 pips down into there. Okay, so that's how signals work. Okay, we also do live analysis, live trading with you guys. And if we get a signal during the live call, we break it down with you guys, teach you guys right there. If I now go to exactly 4450, this is how you can look right there. Remember that wick? We waited. Then right there, 1130, higher time frame candle. This is me now breaking down the setup, the trade signal. There it is. Okay. Remember, I went in early as it was breaking down. Okay. On this candle where it came up, then went down. I was in, okay? But you see, it did not come to retest 4450 yet, but that's why I figured out the point of control of that structural bar. It's a new 5-minute candle on the 30-minute. It closed below those. Remember, I cut it in half. It was 4447, 4448, Rob, we said. And then it came right in there. That was the drawdown I was in, but my stop loss was above there, right? Above the signal. And remember, the signal said 4465 up there. I was here just above the yellow point of interest. And then it continued to push down. That candle came down in 1 minute. It didn't have time to react. That's when I went to a break even. It came up, tagged me right there. And then now it's continuing to push down. Okay. So learn from any of this. Okay. There's a lot to learn from this. And then now look at what it's doing. It closed below that red line, that body, wick. Red line is now turning into from support to resistance. There's the retest, and here's the flush. Guys, that purple line is the lowest point of the day, okay? Look, we don't have any trading volume below this purple line. Look backwards. There it is, okay? So you see right there? You see that where it held up right there? Right there. Red line right there. 4396, just below 4,400. You see right there where it was trading exactly Tuesday, right at the end of the day, 3:55, 4 p.m. That Donald Trump pump. Remember at the end of the day, everyone was saying, what the hell just happened? That's when there was that pump. We are retracing all the way back down to this location. If that doesn't hold and it breaks, right there. Okay, you got your zones now. 4396, 4375, and then the last one is right there at the bottom of my big daily green box. 4353. Holy guys, oh my God. Okay, now you might see Ron break a monitor. Now is the time you're physically going to see Ron break a monitor. Oh, break even to 400. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Do you guys want to see me smash a computer live? Will that get some views? Will you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you see a broken Samsung monitor right behind me? A touch screen, PowerPoint screen. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh my God. And Dave is laughing at me. Oh, fuck. Right, Dave. It came back, bro, and hit my break even right there. I swear market makers are after us. Oh, all you can do right now is just laugh, eat some candy. I might go for a smoke break. Oh my God. You guys got a second entry on that? Good for you. Man, this candle is bleeding. We're going to cut that thing in half. Holy fuck. Please someone tell me that they didn't get hit at break even. They held that. That will just help me be sane. Even if you're just lying to me, just lie to me, please. Patrick, you got 20% running. Okay, thank you. That helps me from smashing a computer. Okay? Even if you're lying to me, just lie to me, please. Because I'm about to blow up right now. Oh, man. Guys, a trade like this can rattle you. I'm being honest. So, like, this is the point where revenge trading really, really, really can affect you, okay? So, believe me, you guys got to calm Unk down right now, okay? Because I might do some silly things right now, and I don't want to do that, okay? So, what I got to do now is just tidy up the chart, okay? So, remember what we said, okay? Let me just collect my thoughts. Remember, if it was just trading in here, we said it would just trade in there. Other option would close above and go here. What was our third and final option? We wait for a black candle to close below, retest, and get that drop. Okay, so it's there. I hope you guys got it. Guys, I don't even want to talk about this. My goodness. Clean up the charts, tidy up. And when this bar closes, It is a damn structural bar closing below the daily low. So this is where they could come down, scoop liquidity, come back up. But if it's coming back up, okay, there's the close. Look at the purple line is basically almost the cut line. Okay, so if I grab my fib tool from open, close. Okay, look at how close the purple line is to 0.5. Structural bar, cut it in half, use your fibs. Wow, it's still bleeding. Oh my God. Who is calling me right now? Hold on. Hello? No, fuck. I'm in a trade right now. I just got... No, I don't need that shit. No, fuck off. Sorry, guys. These scam telemarketers. Do I want to buy Rogers Cable? Fuck Rogers Cable right now. I just missed out on... What is this drop right now? Oh my God. 500 plus pips. Okay. Let's get focused now. I thought that was Dave calling. I thought Dave was calling to clown me. Wow. Okay. So yes, it's a huge drop and there is buyers, okay? If you're looking for a quick scalp up, just like blue volume to just come back up there, that's like 100 pip move coming back up. But if it comes back up in here, it could go right back down. So if you're thinking of buying, you got to wait for confirmations because you could just buy and it continues to bleed down and really, we just broke the lowest point of the day. If you're looking to sell, set an alert at that purple line, 4413 and wait there. If you're looking to sell the pullback. Oh, Dennis, don't do that. The Rogers. Yeah, they call me 10 times a day. Do you want this? Do you want that? No, just give me good working internet and that's it. My goodness, guys. But guys, let's give a shout out to Dave, right? He's working hard behind the scenes. Some of you guys don't even know Big Dave, okay? He's working hard. And he got us that signal at 4450 right when we started the call, okay? So, guys, if you guys were following the signal, right, I had to type break even stop. It was my bad. Okay, if you guys haven't met Dave yet, this is him right here. This is Big Dave. I know some of you guys haven't met him yet, but this is him. He looks exactly like Hezbollah. They're identical. You know how everyone says they got an identical twin in the world? Drinks are on Dave today for everyone in Discord, okay? It's a happy hour somewhere right now, and Dave is going to pay for us. Drinks are on Dave. Guys, the Discord is if you sign up. You get all the indicators. You get to trade. Guys, let's see what's going on in the Discord. You get to be with all of the snipers in this. Oh my God. Borix, 27. Wow. Tyler. Wow. Cleaning up, bro. Good shit. Golden Light, my man. Good job, guys. Okay. So don't worry. I sacrifice for you guys. You guys, amazing. Amazing. I lived through you guys. Okay. I'm old now. 44 years old. I lived through you young generation now. Amazing, guys. Good job. And we did this while Trump was speaking because it could have gotten chaotic and it could have really gone against us, okay? So it worked out, okay? Now we got to brush it off, right? And now we got to continue to watch. So buyers, where do we see them coming in? Remember, I marked this where they could come in here or here or here. So let's see. We're going to have dip buyers, especially on, like, let's just from the top. Where it happened, where the big drop was. 4-4. Look at the psychological numbers too. 4450. This drop, okay. I hate to do this, but it's a 600 pip drop. Okay. Now there could be like a sympathy rally coming back up, a pullback, and then they continue pushing it down. So if you just buy this, I'm telling you guys, like you got to know, if you're just buying this because you're excited that it dropped 600 pips and you're looking for a move coming back up, it could just come right back up and then push back down. So we need to look for a double bottom. Like we got to strengthen that to come back and then do something like that to build. Okay. Because otherwise Yes, you're buying these wicks. I understand. But this is like, pipping and dipping. Okay. So where I'm cleaning up my chart now is I have a white line there. That overall trend line. Remember, Rob? I think it was Rob. We still are in that trend. We're still below the 9 EMA. Looking at all indicators, technicals. Someone on the YouTube, shout out to you, said, Ron, the RSI and MACD were showing bearish. So that's how you can use confluence. Remember, I looked at RSI, we were below 50. Now, I said, when we come into 30, it's oversold. Look, it's bleeding, okay? You know, when we're trained to use RSI, it's at 20 right now. We're trained to buy. But right now, it's in weak territory. So sellers could easily continue to push this shit down, okay? So don't just buy because RSI is telling you it's time to buy, okay? I call RSI a really silly indicator, RSI, okay? I know it stands for Relative Strength Index, but that's how I used to trade back in the day. It would come in there and then I'd buy this wick, buy that wick, and then they'd really keep dumping it. It's the same thing if RSI was overbought and it's above 70 and you just assume to sell and then it keeps pumping you up and then your account is gone, okay? So I need confirmations. I don't even see one blue candle print yet, okay? It's still black, still lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs, still pushing this down. We have a new ignited 15 and 30-minute candle that are opening in this oversold territory, so they could really bleed it out. We're breaking the lowest point of the day. This is a time, guys, we go to the daily now. Check the daily, go to the daily. Remember our top-down analysis? Look at now, look at the bigger picture. Wow. Okay, so it pulled just like the 5-minute setup. 5-minute candles came down, it pulled back right into there. Today, the high, look at today, follow today's daily volume. There it is, higher low, broke, continue, 4450. Where was our signal? At basically yesterday's low. So we are getting an impulse on today's daily candle. Some of you guys benefited 500, 600, 700 pips. It's the daily candle that's bleeding out. And we nailed that entry. And I got hit with a break even by, I can't even tell you guys, a break even and then watching 500 pips drop. Like, oh my God, I'm about to lose my shit right now. Holy. But look, so if it's filling now the green zone, so mark this candle's wick. Tuesday's low, put a yellow line. That's a point of interest now. Look at the number, 4305, 4300. Okay, if we continue, watch today the daily close too. Don't, guys, when the markets close, that doesn't mean your job is done as a trader. It's 4.5 hours close. If it closes below these bodies, that's a structural daily candle. Make sure to follow the volume with your Fibonacci. Open, close, and then you can cut this candle in half and find the point of control of this candle, stretch it into tomorrow and next week, because we might be really starting a downtrend. If this black volume closes below this zone, the only thing saving gold is this right here, this 4,300, and that volume is coming down. It's guys, could start bear momentum. All of you guys on the higher time frames that had gold sells, congratulations. Congrats, guys. Like, look at the 4 hours still pushing down, a little bit of a pullback, and this 4-hour candle, 10 to 2 p.m. It's going to close in 90 minutes. So, wow. Okay, so now it got a wick right at that red line. Now I look, why is that? Why did I put a red line there? It's right there. You see that most recent bottom right there, Tuesday, going into 2 p.m. Right there. So we found the bottom at 4375. Okay, you know when I'm talking auction theory, 4375. Now it's coming right back up. Okay, that doesn't mean just go blindly and buy. Okay, because it still has not closed above here. It's still coming down black. Amazing, guys. Almost 600 viewers on YouTube. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I got stopped out on a break even. Then, guys, normally, okay, give me the benefit of the doubt today. Join this free Telegram. You'll have some fun with us, I promise you. We are a crazy trading community, but we have fun. Join this free Telegram. Join the team. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button. We're almost at 95K subs. Amazing. Did anyone learn anything from today except for my own stupidity? Patrick, is gold money going to the oil? Possibly. Okay. So talking on macro, Patrick, we see metals selling off. What's crypto doing? Bitcoin sitting at 70,000 still, like right around there. Yeah, 69,000. Is stock market selling? Look at stock market. Stock market is selling. Okay. So what I could speculate is with every uncertainty going on around the world, the U.S. Treasury bonds, the higher yielding ones, are offering 4 or 5%, and the U.S. dollar is the global Federal Reserve currency. So maybe more nations and institutions are now flocking to the U.S. dollar to buy banknotes, bank treasuries. So they're selling gold, they're selling metals right now. Could be buying oil, like you're saying, if things are going to intensify in Iran and the Middle East. Oil could look to attract money, investors. The U.S. bank treasury notes could also see some money, and then certain securities like defense securities, defense stocks, right? Okay, so now it's building a little bit. Okay, I can see now we've got some wicks, but still I don't see any blue. I got like this line for just above 4,400, 3,397. So if it can build, come back up, maybe it builds, maybe retest, then maybe I'll take that scalp for 100, 150 pips right back up to that red box. But I got to respect that because that's a huge one right at the previous daily low. Could be the resistance, come right in there, point of control, and then they continue dropping it down. So if you're counter trading or counter scalping, just thinking you got to buy because it just dropped and it's got to come up, that's the way how I had my mindset back in the day. It's got to come up. It's got to come up. It doesn't need to come up. Okay, gold doesn't give a shit about your emotions or your feelings. Gold moves with volume. If there's more sell orders pushing it down, gold's going to push down. Gold doesn't give a shit about you. Your job is, if you caught that wick and you just caught 160 pips on the way up, you go to a break even and you pip and dip, or you do 80-20 rule. Okay, that's it. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, because this volume could continue just pushing down and squeezing you. Okay, I know someone's going to say, well, Ron, RSI is down to 20. RSI, who gives a shit? Gold doesn't give a shit about RSI or MACD or what the EMA is doing. Gold is moving on real physical orders in the market right now. Okay, so if you guys caught this and you're still in, this is where you utilize a trailing stop loss, okay? And you cannot get too greedy, okay? This could be a daily, a weekly goal for some traders. That's like a 500-600 pip move, okay? And it's still, look at that, it's still ignited. Look at lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, still pushing down. This is higher time frame volume now. This is daily selling volume, okay? Forget about 5 minutes and 1 minute candles. This is heavy selling pressure coming from the daily, okay? Look at it. You want to buy this candle right now? Look at how deep that black volume is. Okay, that's why if you're buying the lower time frames, like on the 1 minutes, on the 5 minutes, you got to pip and dip. Like, yeah, there was beautiful, but it's bleeding out. This is where you got to stay looking. Okay, guys, you got to have your mindset correct here. If you're looking to buy, you're buying against the heavy selling pressure. If you get 50, 100 pips, you get in and out. This is pip and dip time. This is not, oh, it could have gone up here, they could have done this. No, listen to me, okay? I'm a scalper and I know this shit, okay? You get your money and you get out quickly until you start to see blue volume closing and building. That's the only way we look for buys, because look at this thing coming all the way down. And just look from the top, lower high, ignited bar, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. What else do you want me to tell you? If this is another big black candle, you're going to cut this thing in half. Yes, it will come up blue and continue dropping. This is not playing games now. This is daily volume pushing down, okay? So do not get caught and make the rookie mistake of buying, because you'll regret it later. Believe me, you'll regret it later. And you're going to say, why did I buy? Why didn't I just sell? How many of us have had that conversation with ourselves? So if you're looking to sell, you don't want to just sell the lowest point. Patiently wait for the buyers to bring it back up to us right there, and then we sell that move down. How about that? Okay. So I put an alert at this purple line. Okay. Oh, I already have one there. Okay. Guys, this is where you really have to get your psychology correct, because I know a lot of you guys are getting trapped and you're buying and you guys are getting squeezed by the selling pressure, and you're going against the physical trend. But you're saying to me RSI is down. Yes, the lower time frames. Okay, but if you look at the daily RSI, what's the daily RSI? Sorry. Daily RSI is oversold too. Holy shit. Okay, so this is showing how strong this selling pressure is. Let's go to a weekly candle. Have any of you guys done a weekly analysis? Look at the weekly candle. What is today? Thursday, tomorrow. So we're following last week's massive bearish candle. We came up this week, Monday, Tuesday, early, lower high, pushed down. Look at the short wick. So our weekly candle just popped and continued to push down all the way down there, okay, where it came down earlier. Remember, Donald Trump saved the week coming back up. Now the market is digesting all that bullshit Donald Trump said when he said the war is ending, this and that. Why is there troops being sent to Iran? There's no negotiations. There's no peace talk. Iran is intensifying. Israel is intensifying. So, the market took that and now it's coming back down. Guys, we could open up next week on a Black Monday and be really selling. Okay, so you got to really think about your positions this weekend, what you're doing with your trading, because this is where shit is getting pretty crazy now. Okay, so that black candle is a pretty big base. Just cut it in half, okay, just to force yourself from, look what I'm doing. Just watch, okay, grab a fib tool real quick. Open, close. Where's 50% of it? Right there. Is there a point of control of that candle? Yes, it's right there, okay? So let's see what happens, okay? If you're not in a trade, let's just see what happens. Okay, now I notice a higher low, okay? So it is building. Now it's trading right back into 50% of this candle. Can it engulf? Can it close above? Will I be able to turn this red zone green for the moment? Is it still lower high? Will it push it right back down? Okay, this is where we got to start some sort of analysis, okay? Now, if you want to scalp in this zone, you've got red body right there to there, okay? So when I'm drawing like a zone, now I see the most recent low wick right there. Let's see if there's anything backwards, okay? So I'm just continuing to look backwards. And then I see a little tiny bit of a zone over here, okay? Right there was 4 wicks, okay? I make it green. Extend it right. Go back. Okay, so now we're figuring out another location, how the market is consolidating, right? Look, it came out blue, 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 and then they're pushing it right back down. Okay, how did I do that? Just cut it in half, figured out the point of control. Okay, as a buyer, if you know you're coming in there, that's why you gotta understand what you're looking at. You came right into that red zone for 100 pips. What did Unc say? Pip and dip, grab your money, get out. Okay, because you are going against selling pressure still. Okay, so now it's coming right back down. If they flip this thing, it could turn into a shooting star and continue to fill that wick. But if they hold it, then I still see that this volume is building. Okay, so remember, I haven't even seen one blue candle print for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. Okay, so do you understand, like, buyers and sellers, what you're looking for? Okay. And then if you're still holding, guys, God bless, if you're still holding, you got a lower high, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. You have lower lows. And look they rejected it right there, okay? Some sellers that just want to scalp sells, you could have been sitting there with a pending sell. The buyers brought it right into you, and you're selling with the daily sellers, the 4-hour sellers, and the hourly. And they filled you, and the candle just from 50%. You're up 70 pips with like nothing. If they flip this candle, you go up 100, okay? Oh my God, did someone say they're up 1,000 pips? Holy shit. Wow. Guys, okay? So you see, if you're buying against the trend, right? I told you, did you guys listen? Pip and dip, okay? When you're buying or against. The market gave you 100 pips, but you want more, but there's structure above you. Oh my God, you're up 700 pips? Oh, guys. Wow, congrats. This is the time where traders make a lot of mistakes, okay? They think it's an opportunity to go big and buy, and the market just keeps pushing you down, okay? You got to now watch for buyers to close above. Flip zones green, building. I don't see double bottoms. I don't see anything. I don't even see a V recovery. I see nothing, right? Okay, look, it closed below. This could be a toucher's piece to continue to push down. So this is where it should be building, right? It opened bearish ignited, did not come down. So I can now just start to base some 5-minute support right here. Look at the number, 4375 and a quarter, okay? It doesn't get any more psychological than that. This is where now 5-minute buyers are building a base right here, okay? So now if it comes back down, I'd like to see, will it pick back up? Like at least here, let's see, building. Okay, so we see a little bit of blue volume, but we saw that too, where build blue, back down, build blue, and then they really flushed it down. This could be building up blue, and then they push it right back down. Oh, that's not good. 77 AKZ. You did a revenge trade, you made profit, but damn, no control. Okay, it turned out good, but still acknowledge that you did something wrong, learn from it. Good that it worked out, but don't think that that's going to work out every single time you're trading, okay? The Forex gods looked out for you today, but they're not going to look out for you every single day. So I'm happy it worked out for you. You know you revenge traded. You know you did something wrong. Be a man, admit it, and don't do it next time, okay? Because next time won't be this type of good, positive situation, okay? Wow, wow. Okay, so now it's building, right? So these are patterns now everyone should recognize. Coming down, building back up. Will the neckline be right here or the bigger neckline with bigger volume? Yeah, it could advance in here. Then it might come back down. Will it build here or here? Then I'm starting to see maybe double bottoms, okay? And then build some. Then I know the second leg traditionally has more of the volume. Okay, if we're looking for buys, that's what we got to kind of look for. But I still know that sellers could still push this thing down. Unless the buyers can close it above here, I'll flip this red zone green. Maybe we build off of it. We got small wicks. Then maybe the blue volume can advance back up to here and maybe back up to here, okay? Maybe this candle will continue to break out and get up there. There's 3 more minutes to go. And look at spreads too, because when volatility gets like this, spreads do increase. Okay, I'm still at 1 pip. That's still good with this type of volatility. Is anyone in a buy? Okay, I just want to know, is anyone in a buy? Okay, you might be in a buy, that's great, okay? But just acknowledge that this could be the neckline where they could push it back down. So then if we're looking for buys, we got to wait for a nice pullback, either back down in here or back down into here, right? Because we want to buy with the pending orders that are sitting waiting for the second buy, for the second attempt, the second bottom, okay? I'm not in a trade right now, okay? I'm looking, but not yet. I know that we're moving into 1 p.m. in the next 11 minutes. Okay, so we're going to get a new hourly candle. Maybe 1 p.m. is going to give us a little relief to come back up. Maybe that's where the daily candle will start to pick up maybe a wick on the bottom. Akrina, what was that? You remember I said yesterday gold will dump from 0.382 to the 236 fib. Oh, did you adjust those fibs on the daily? Yeah, you can, guys, you can use the Fibonacci tool as your support and resistance indicators. If you just plot it correctly, if from a high to a low, or if it's bullish from a low to a high, and then you look at those fib retracements to buy or sell pullbacks, you can utilize that. That's a great strategy. The fib tool will identify those key points of interest for you where you don't have to do much. But if you complement it with your own top-down analysis and then your point of interest lines up with one of those Fibonacci ratios, then that's where you're getting confluences. And then that's what can add you to take a buy or sell at those locations, right? And just use proper risk management when you're trading those locations. And basically, that's trading in a nutshell, right? There's a lot more that goes into that, but that's a good start. Amazing, guys. Tyler, thanks to all of you guys in Discord. Thanks to Dave, Borix for that market sell. Good job, guys. Amazing. Wow. Tyler, you're the man. Good job. Okay, so what happened now? Where did the body close? Did it close above or below inside? Okay, so I know I'm a technical trader. Yes, I know that it didn't close above, so I can't, the blue volume is showing me it did not close above, so I cannot make it green. Okay, if I do, I feel like I'm cheating myself. Okay, that candle just opened, ignited and bearish and came down. It could break and fill that wick and continue to drive. Okay, if you want to take that advancement, you could, but if you want to wait patiently for like a double bottom, then you got to wait back down somewhere in here at 4375. You can add an alert. I'm adding an alert. Okay. And then you got to wait for it because yes, it could advance out of here and continue build. If that's a trade that you want to take, then you got to measure the breakout. Filling the wick could give you 40 pips. Filling to those bodies, you're up 65. And right up to the top of the zone is 100 pips. But notice now how it came up. They rejected it and it's coming right back down. But a higher low. Okay, higher low, higher low. So now it's coming back up. Okay, so same thing. Well, this black volume closed below here, push back down. The buyers are picking it right back up. So now that it picked up some more pending orders, when it flips, it could go blue through here. So if you're looking for like a quick, impulse move building through here, this is what you traditionally are looking for to continue to buy. It's still holding. Now it came back down black again. It picked up another pending order, okay? Size, I don't have the depth of market to tell you the size right now, but I'm just showing you how it picked up, came back up. Still is a bearish pin bar that could flip and drive or could just continue, come right back down. We are trading in the point of control of this big black candle right here, and we're going into 1 p.m. in the next 8-9 minutes, okay? So you still see how the volume is still just trading inside here still. Okay, so that was, again, it flipped back up, but still holding the opening balance, okay? It could flip bullish, okay? So it's given majority of the time, half the candle has been picking up these orders, and now it has another half of the candle to go, 2.5 minutes to go to possibly redistribute this volume back up. Okay, now it's turning bullish. Okay, so this is where you got to think about if you're taking it. I'm going to take the buy. I'm going to go in because I waited 2.5 minutes for it to pick up those orders. So I want to see if the candle can do its job, fill that wick, and continue to move up to these bodies. Okay, my stop loss is not all the way down there. No, that's just like a 1-to-1. I'm going to be really tight because I know I'm counter trading. I'm below the wick of this candle. Okay, because if it comes down black, I don't want to be part of that black drop coming back down. That's my maximum risk. On this candle, the low of this candle, that's all I'm giving it because I know that that's big black selling volume could come back down. I don't want to be part of that anymore. So I'm giving it the benefit of doubt. It can continue to build up here and break out. If it doesn't, I don't want to be involved in that trade anymore, okay? So my stop is very tight at 4380, okay? So I'm looking just to continue to advance up, fill that wick, get a little higher, maybe potentially go to a break even up if it can get up to these bodies of 70 pips, go to a break even and see if I can just continue get up there 100 pips and pip and dip. That's all I'm looking for on this setup. Okay, so it is building. We're up to the original. That could be equal highs, tweezer tops. Okay, that's not what I want to see when I'm engaged in the scalp is those equal highs. I hate that because now they just set up the wall there. They just put it from advancing. So now the sellers will continue to push it down. Now I need buyers to continue to refuel the candle to come through there to impulsively break out for that new high. Okay, so that's an opportunity to understand what are equal highs right there. See how they shut it down right now? And now it's coming right back down. We're closing in 1 minute. It's a bullish spin top. Can I close with a little bit of blue volume above that red zone? Are they going to close back inside of it? Okay, remember, I took this trade on impulse, the way how it was building for the first 2.5 minutes. And that's an opportunity to understand they're still shutting down the market. That's why my stop loss is tight here, because I see they're shutting it down and I don't want a big black candle dropping through here. That's my maximum risk, the low of this candle, okay? That's like a scalp, right? Now I got to wait for the next 30. I see the 15-minute candle still has blue volume, but I got to squeeze for a new high to continue to advance on the next bar. or close with blue volume above so I can advance the red box to green and build off of it while I'm still in it. And I know I'm counter trading. That's why I have a really tight stop loss and I have not an aggressive target. Now it came right back up again to the equal high, okay? Ignited bearish, okay? It could come down unless I get a quick wick. There's the pop. Let's see if we can pop. It's the short wick pop. Demand zone, there's the pop. Coming up to the body, 70 pips, okay? I'm going to a break even time, okay? Remember, it's just scalping. I'm at a break even. Okay, maybe this call is going to be all break evens, but I'm at a break even. Because I don't want to just come tumbling down black, okay? So I got to build with this, good 15-minute pressure. I'm at a break even, no risk. Counter trading. Don't like that. Still holding that blue body. Looking to target, just, that red box, if it can get up there without being stopped out. Just need this 15-minute candle just to ask up here. It's going to come down. It looks like it's going to tag me out. Guys, I'm still holding it. I'll let you guys know. Still in there. Found a wick just above my break even. Okay, I'm still holding it. Still holding it. They're looking to come down there. Still in it. We're back to the original opening balance. Okay. We're back to the original opening balance, turning blue. Still holding this with that break even. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's push this thing up. And you see, it came to the target of these bodies. Again, I measured it 70 pips. I failed to execute. So that's why I went to a break even, because I failed to execute. So unless I can get this 15-minute volume continuing to build and get through here. I'm still in it, guys. I'm still in it. With the break even, believe it or not, I did not get tagged out. I'm right below there. It's pushing. So let's see if we can continue. We've got higher lows, higher highs. We're battling this deep trend coming down, but I just like to revisit this red zone. Maybe this is going to be the neckline right where that 9 EMA is. If this 15-minute volume would cooperate with us and just come up. It's not asking for a lot. And we got 2 more minutes to go. Okay, we're pushing with some volume. Again, if we can close above the red line, momentarily we can turn this from resistance to support and build off of it for our next bar. If it closes below, the red line is still the resistance. We're getting pushed down. I'll verbally let you guys know as soon as I get tagged out again at break even. There's still a little blue volume at the opening price, right at 43.8990. Because I know they could drop this down, right? It came up and they're ready to drop it down. But if it can build off of this, we could extend right up to that red box. But they're pushing it down, but we still have some buying volume there. It's still there. Man, it's this spin top candle. It's the fight between the buyers and sellers. And we're going into 1 p.m. Okay, so 1 p.m. I could get stopped out right now or hold this. But knowing I'm going into 1 p.m., I'm happy with a break even. Okay, let's see if the 1 p.m. buyers can come in right at the end and just push this a little bit up, and I'm fine with that. Okay, if I can still just stay in this. But we're going in 30 seconds right into 1 p.m. I'm still holding it, still in the buy at a break even. I'll verbally let you guys know as soon as I get tagged out. I'm watching it. I trade with Fusion Markets. I don't trade off of TradingView. I just do my charting here for you guys. 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Get ready for volatility, my friends. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some volatility coming in. Okay, here we go. Here's the close. Bullish. Oh man, we need a quick wick. It's bearish ignited. If it can hold this. Oh, come on. No, I got stopped out. It got me. Break even. Okay. So you see, I was counter trading and you see, did not advance up to there. But I'm happy with a break even because it could be a black candle coming all the way through here. Okay. Yes, if you're going to buy, you can buy a pullback here, maybe advance out of here. Maybe I want to continue to buy off of this. Going, oh, there it is. So the 1 p.m. candle tagged me out, took those orders and flipped and could possibly now break out. This has been a nasty call for me, guys. Nasty call. Just trying to manage risk with you guys. Yeah, this was an opportunity to, I know I didn't execute, so I don't want to say it, and then someone's going to say, well, Ron, you didn't do it. But see, when it came down, it tagged me out, and it picked up. As soon as that candle flipped, that was like an intuition to be in that on a buy. Oh my God. That's what I was looking for. I was just 5 seconds late. It's like the market makers are watching this. Oh my God. Maybe I shouldn't tell you where my stop losses are. It's funny. Rob, nice. Wow, you went long on good. That would have been my TP. Guys, honestly, I know the way how I trade. Guys, if you're in and, you know, maybe, again, you didn't have a tight break even like me and it came up there, that was the target of the entire trade, okay? I'm telling you the honest to God truth. If I was still in that, I'm telling you, I measured it 100 pips. That's where 80-20 rule 100% would have been done, okay? You see how it came in there? It's no surprise that it's getting pushed back down, okay? That's now we figured out where the bigger neckline is. So get rid of these little red lines, tidy up your chart. You see where the bigger neckline is up here. This is still holding support, but the bigger double bottom down in here, if you're looking for better buys down in here, this is just trading this zone. I'm teaching you guys risk management. I know it sucks when you get hit out on a break even, but sometimes I know on YouTube, a little guys get carried away and they over leverage and I'm responsible. If I'm live trading with you guys, I feel like I'm responsible. I shouldn't, but I feel like I am, okay? It's just your uncle looking out for you, okay? Me, I pissed away 500, 600, 700 pips on today's call. All good. I'll get this volume back, no problem. I'm a scalper, so I can get this shit back, no problems. But wow, guys. Man, we were going to do, guys, we were going to look at US30 today. We were going to do some other things. We got caught up on gold. Just understand that this could just be a little move coming back up. You know, the real sells could be right at there at 4413, right at that purple line. That was the lowest point of the day. It could retrace all the way there and then come back down, right? This could build, you know, if you're looking at the daily candle, this is the wick so far on the daily candle. Where it came down, it's coming back up. Okay, so you got to watch those daily bodies right there too at 4406 right there. And there's that purple line. So it could come back up and then those sellers are pushing it back down. Okay. Guys, did you guys have fun on today's call? Was it at least fun? Not fun for me, but fun for you guys. These break evens are going to haunt me. They're going to haunt me. But do you guys understand? I know I'm counter trading. See how I was like, how I controlled my risk, got in, but I don't want a big black candle to come down and put me in severe drawdown. So I'm happy with the break even. I'm not happy that it happened right 10 seconds right before 1 p.m., but I know how 1 o'clock candles work. I know the hourly candles. I know what they're looking for, right? You guys know too, okay? So they come down, they tag you, get all those orders, and then take you to your destination. Guys, this was crazy. Crazy call. Stop spamming. What are you saying? Do we accept USDT? Just send an email, okay? That's what emails, guys. In this day and age, we have emails, okay? StockSniperTrading@gmail. Send an email. Contact us that way, okay? This is live trading, guys, okay? We have a website. Visit the website. Everything, guys. You know, this is 2026. There's websites. You can go here. You can see what promotions are. You can visit the website. You can go. We got social media. What are those social medias? Instagram, all that shit, guys. Just, come on. I'm an old man. Why am I teaching you guys about emails and social media and shit like that? Okay, you guys know this stuff. Send an email. Go on a website. You'll figure out the information you need. Stop spamming the chat when we're live trading. That's what I get pissed off. Okay, come on, guys. Okay. But we do appreciate you. Thank you for asking. I love you guys. But those are administrative shit you can do after the call. Okay, right now we're trading. Okay, this is why you guys stay focused. Okay, guys, but that's it for me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. There's the free Telegram channel. That's another social media shit we have. Free Telegram channel. Everything we do here, all of your links, everything is in here, guys. Come on. You guys know social media more than me. I'm old. I don't even know this stuff. Okay? Social media is here. Discords. What else we got? Instagrams, Telegrams, a website, education, live trading schedule, free blogs. Oh, can I just, guys, please do not leave me for 5-10 minutes. If you guys appreciate us at SST, can I read this blog for you guys? Okay? Because I know a lot of you guys have questions about how do we learn how to do what you guys are doing, things like this. Okay? Please let me just read this right here, this blog. Okay? Where it says, live SST webinar for all snipers must watch. Okay? On Wednesday, yesterday, SST hosted, we were here live, an engaging and listen to these words. These are big words, okay? Engaging and comprehensive 3-hour YouTube session focused on top-down strategy. Top-down. When someone says, Ron, how do you do a top-down? This video will explain, we did 2 thorough top-downs. We were gonna do live trading, but it got into a consolidated session and we just took right into education. So we did 2 top-downs on gold and GBP USD. So you can see how we do it on a fast-moving metal and you can see how we do it on a slow-moving currency for beginners, okay? And this event was catered to traders seeking to elevate their skills by leveraging, okay? All of that shit, let's just go into it. What is a top-down approach, okay? This session kicked off with analysis starting from higher time frames, like we did today, okay? Move from daily, hourly, down to the 5 minutes. And we were trading with the higher time frames, right? That's why if you're buying against the trend, okay? Specifically, the daily charts, where we discussed the significance of spotting trends and major support and resistance levels, okay? You guys see we do that with drawing yellow lines, okay? We gradually moved into the 1 hour. So you're moving from daily to hourly. Some of you guys maybe want to dissect the 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. That's your choice, okay? I moved from daily, hourly, down to the 5 minutes, okay? And then we moved all the way into our the market dynamics before zooming into the lower 5-minute time frame like we just did on this call, okay? Suited for scalping and intraday trading. If you're a swing trader, you don't need to zoom in on the 5 and 15 minutes. You need to stay on your hourly, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. And when you do a top-down analysis, you don't just go daily and that's it. Start higher, go monthly, weekly, daily, and trade 4-hour volume like as if you're trading 5-minute volume. Same thing I'm doing. I go daily, hourly, 5. If you're a swing trader, you go monthly, weekly, daily, trade your 4-hour candles. All candlesticks have the same characteristics, okay? So please understand that, okay? And then we discussed about okay, back testing. If I was to say, okay, guys, I took a buy, like after the fact, I took a buy, I did this. You don't get the raw emotions, okay? You saw today when I took the sell, I encountered drawdown. You're going through the drawdown with me. I'm breaking it down live. It's live emotions. Nothing is better than live education, in my opinion. If I just get on a call later and say, hey guys, I took a sell here, it came up here. It's not the same. It's not the same, okay? If you guys understand what I mean, you get to see live. You get to ask me questions, see what I'm going through. If I get stopped out, why did I just explain why I went to break even on that trade, right? I was explaining because I know I'm trading against a downtrend, going into 1 p.m., all that shit. You guys get it raw, live. That's why I believe in live trading and live analysis. I'm a big proponent about that. But backtesting is very important too. After you're done your trading, backtest. Check your strategies, check what's moving. If you're working on identifying what a point of control is, go back, look at structural candles, cut them in half, see if you can continue to do that. That's what learning is, backtesting. But Unlike backtesting scenarios, this session offered real-time observation of candle formations, allowing you guys to engage in active analysis as markets are unfolding. Throughout this session, questions from you guys, the snipers, were addressed. So hopefully, guys, that's why I say stop spamming the chats, because I can't read. Some of you guys have really good questions. Like there was a gentleman today in YouTube told me, Ron, the RSI and MACD are bear. That helped us as a team to continue to look for sells, right? Those are good chat. But when we're just spamming, I can't read what you guys are saying. Like so it affects the flow of the call. Okay, understand that, guys. It's not just for me, but it's for everybody else. It's disruptive. It's annoying. Okay, if it's not, I encourage you to ask questions, but questions pertaining to what we're doing. Okay, if you guys are asking me what I'm doing next week, who cares what I'm doing next week? Worry about what we're talking about on the next candle. Okay, we'll talk business and fun and other things at a time. But when we're in trading, we got to focus on trading. Okay, POI, POC. Point of interest, point of control. 10 times a session we get, what is a point of interest? What is a point of POC? Participants learned to identify POIs. Those are those key opening, closing bars, cutting them in half, wicks, things like that. Those are points of interest. And understand their role in price action strategies, okay? The session provided detailed guide on using the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is how we learn how to figure out the POC, or we were talking about earlier with Krina about how to use your Fibonacci tool to have daily levels and wait for retracements or alerts at those levels, okay? And this is how to pinpoint the exact POC using that tool. I showed you on that call how to get rid of the ratios that you don't need and just keep it on the POC. That's up to you if you want to do that, okay? And these are the POC ratios, 382, 50, 618. That little block right there. It's called the golden zone. That's the point of control. Then auction theory. We talked about this, okay? A lot of questions. What is auction theory? Psychological numbers, shit like that. We delved into integration of auction theory, emphasizing the relevance of psychological numbers. I always tell you guys, respect psychological numbers, okay? How do you learn what psychological numbers are? They're your whole round numbers. 4,200, 4,225, 4,250, 4,275, 4,300. Those are whole psychological numbers, okay? And if they align with your POIs and POCs, you know you're doing something well. Then just stay patient, disciplined, and look for your trading volume, okay? Understanding order flow and depth of market, DOM, was emphasized to appreciate how these factors influence market behavior and trader sentiment, okay? Trading mindset and discipline. I think a lot of us need to work on our mindset and discipline. I worked on my discipline today. I did not smash a monitor, and you didn't see me revenge trade or do anything silly today. So I respectfully controlled my discipline today, because maybe I was at the point where I was going to smash something, but I didn't. I controlled myself. I need you guys to control yourselves as well, because I know your psychology can take over and affect your trading. Stay calm, stay cool. When you take a loss, stay cool. When you take a break even, stay cool. When you take a profitable trade, stay cool, okay? Relaxed. This is a job, okay? You got to know what you're doing day in and day out, okay? When you start to know that, then you're going to accept losses. You're going to accept the break evens. You're not going to get too upset because you know there's going to be another setup. Like I know I can continue to trade on this call or later today, come in for a Tokyo, trade London, come tomorrow morning. I know that there's going to be another trade. There's going to be another setup. I'm not too worried. I don't think you guys should be worried either, okay? So you got to understand that. That's the proper mindset. That's that growth mindset we need to have, okay? Please, guys, and everybody needs to work on this, including myself, including Dave, including everyone on Discord, including everyone on Zoom, YouTube. Mindset is 99% of trading. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then I know how much more you need to improve on your trading, okay? Candlesticks are just 1% of trading. Price action is just 1% of trading. 99% is that psychology, I'm telling you. And that's what, when they say 5 minutes to learn trading, I can teach you a candlestick in 5 minutes, but it takes a lifetime to master psychology. That's why they say that, okay? That's why that phrase, that quote exists. Trading takes 5 minutes to learn. Like I can teach you candlesticks in 5 minutes, but it takes someone a lifetime to master mindset and psychology, okay? That's what that means, okay? So we can all improve on that. Again, importance of journaling and continuous learning. We talked about this. Guys, some of you guys still don't even journal. I cannot stress to you how important it is to journal. I journal every day. Why are you guys not journaling? I journal every single trade. That trade I took today, I journal. That break even that dropped 500 pips. Oh my God, I gotta know. Maybe just leave my stop loss maybe 30 pips to breathe and it would have been all good. Same with that counter buy I just took. If I didn't go to a break even right away, if I left again 20 pips, I would have been in the money. So those are 2 mistakes I made today and I need to learn from that, okay? That's me personally. Your learning is maybe something different. Maybe I need to change the way how I am on live trading because I know when I trade by myself, I'm just a little bit more different because I'm not trading in front of an audience and I'm different with my trading the way how I am here. Because here I'm more teaching. When I'm trading by myself, I'm not teaching myself what a hammer is, what a support zone is, what a POI is. I'm just focusing on the trading. So, you know, I'm not blaming you guys. It's my bad. I need to learn how to become a better trader and streamer. I'm working on this. I'm not a streamer, I'm a trader. Just want you guys to understand that. There is some traders who are streamers, but I'm a trader. I'm not a streamer, okay? I just want to clear the books so you guys understand. I don't care about streaming. I care about you guys learning, okay? And YouTube is the only way we can get to everyone around the world, okay? So for that, I'm thankful and blessed. But I'm a trader, okay? If you want to learn about trading, I'll teach you trading. If you guys want to learn how to start a YouTube channel and this and that, I don't know, okay? You guys need to teach me that stuff, okay? So some tips for beginners or if you've been here 5, 10, 20 years, anyone, this is across the board. Consistent practice. Regularly engage with educational sessions. This entire 3-hour webinar we did was an entire educational session covering all of this. So whenever someone comes on YouTube and says, Ron, where can I learn this? This video is going to be highlighted for you guys. I took the monetization off. I don't care. YouTube only pays us $1. This has no ads. You will not be, it's 3 hours of education, okay? This is like the full everything. For you guys. It's free. Enjoy it, okay? And learn from it. Watch it, okay? It's going to be uploaded forever. Watch it. We'll be doing millions more of these, okay? Where was I? With the education, like that webinar, okay? Community engagement. Join our daily YouTube sessions, guys. All it costs you is a subscribe, a like. That's all we ask for you guys, okay? But we do have a private community where we do things internally for traders that want to take it to the next level, right? And that's why we have the community, okay? And I hope that you guys in the near future join our community. Some of you guys are paying your memberships through Trading with Dave, trading in the Discord, a couple live calls with me, so taking a few signals, learning and earning. That's what learning and earning means. We want to earn your membership with us. We want you to pay it off with the pips that we teach you how to get in the markets, okay? That's our goal. From day one when we started, some of you guys are still here from, remember we had $1 per day and you guys are grandfathered in, that's 6 years ago. And you guys are still, 90% of our members were here from day one when we did that for, I think it was 2 years, where it was $1 a day. And you guys are still in that. So thank you. That shows how we respect you guys and you guys are grandfathered in with us. That's why we have lifetime memberships here. We're not a pop-up shop that's going to come here and we're gone tomorrow. We're here, guys, every single day. You watch us get bald, you watch our hair grow, you watch us, you literally grow with Dave and I, right? And yeah, no, I didn't go to Turkey. I went to Kosovo, Albania for my transplant. This was 2 years ago. Now I just buzzed it to see how it looks. They buzzed it when I went for a trim, okay? The whole thing was a haircut in Europe. I just asked him, just a trim. He started with the machine and just bicked everything off. I'm like, I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, do you know how long it took me to grow this hair? And he just clipped it right off. I thought it was never going to grow back, but slowly it's growing. It's growing. So I'm happy for that, okay? So but that's another story. I'll teach you guys all about transplants if you're stressing out in trading, you're probably going to lose your hair. So we got you covered. I know all the doctors there. I can recommend, and great food down there. You'll have a great vacation. Okay. Where was I now? See, you guys got me now talking about hair transplants. Okay. We got to stay focused here. Okay. Patience, persistence. Okay. Understand that mastery in trading takes time, okay? You're not going to learn this overnight. You're not going to learn this on one live session, okay? Ask anyone here. Tyler, how long have you been trading? I'm asking you guys in Discord. Tyler, if you're still on the call, how long have you been trading? Honestly, how long? Because I see you are successful. You are consistent. Tyler, if you're still on the call. Borix, if you're still in Discord. Tyler, 16 years. 16 years. Not 6 years, not 6 months, not 60 days. Tyler's been at this for 16 years. And I'm just assuming that you didn't just start and you became profitable right away. You probably struggled a little bit until you learned. But good. Borix has been trading for a long time. Guys, I started when I was 16, just playing around, not knowing what I was doing. Turned to 18, 19, 20 penny stocks, pink sheets, OTE. If you ever watch Wolf of Wall Street, you know when he says in the movie, if you can sell 10,000 of these shares, it's funny. But yeah, penny stocks, okay? I learned pump and dumps and what was that shit. Then I really took serious trading from age of 19 to 24, that 5-year block. That's when I donated the markets $50,000 of my money, not knowing what our technicals, fundamentals, risk management. I was young. I wanted a Lamborghini. I wanted to be a millionaire. I over leveraged everything and lost it all. Then I took 6 months off of putting money in my accounts. And I said, I'm going to go to the charts and just watch candles open, close without taking buys, sells, nothing. Just watching, back testing, learning. What is a zone? This, that. What are people talking about? What is support? What's resistance? What's a trend line? Just watching for 6 months. Then I told myself, after 6 months, this is my last option in trading. I'm going to deposit $5,000 more, and if I lose this, I may be going to quit trading. That's it. And I haven't looked back since that day. So I want you to know, Dave wasn't just start off the hop and just boom, 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 make money. No. This is tough to do this, guys. Not a lot of you guys are going to continue to do this. I'm being honest. A lot of traders give up. They quit because they can't. But I'm telling you, you can do it if you just manage your risk and learn with us. Learn. Guys, we're here every day with you, okay? Ask questions. We'll teach you, okay? I went through it. Dave went through it. We went through the biggest struggles. Everyone in our Discord probably went through it. And I know what can get you out of it is patience, discipline, and just use proper risk management. What do you want me to tell you guys? You're not going to become a millionaire. You're not going to have a Lamborghini, okay? It might take you 5, 10 years, but I'm not going to say like other traders, yeah, do this, you're going to have a nice car in the next 3 months, okay? We're not selling you the dream. I'm not selling you anything. I'm selling you, come in here and learn a financial skill. That's what I'm selling you. You want to learn that? Come learn it with guys that can do it, that have experience, okay? This is the team to do it. I'm telling you guys. We get a lot of hate from a lot of groups because we're giving it for free. We're giving you the sauce for free, believe it or not. This is exactly what I do here on YouTube is exactly what I do in private Zoom. It's no difference. I'm the same guy, whether I'm on YouTube, Zoom, or you meet me in person. I'm the same person. I'm real, okay? I'm not fake. I'm not a guru. Dave's not that either. We're real people. We've been through this shit. We've been through the trenches for you. We understand. I hate market makers. I hate market makers. I've been trying to beat these corrupt cocksuckers all of my life. You understand? When I say my stop loss is here, see how I get tagged out? You don't think they're listening in on how I trade? Guys, I know how this shit works, okay? I've been doing this for almost 25 years, okay? So I'm telling you guys, we've been through this, okay? Here's the video right here. You know, I'm asking Dave how he made 70,000 in 1 month. I'll quit my job right now. And guys, we have fun here at SST. Watch this movie for motivation tonight. Everyone, homework for tonight. Everyone sits down for 3 hours and watches The Wolf of Wall Street, okay? You guys can thank me later if you haven't watched that movie. If you haven't, I don't know what planet you're living on, okay? Yeah, right there. Yeah, Tyler, that was me last Friday. No, I'm joking. But guys, that's it. Hey, you guys see it came right into that red box, coming right back down, okay? So you guys see zone to zone trading. This is how I trade. From one zone to the next zone, you're buying, you're selling, you watch it build. Will it continue to break out? Will it continue to come down? Guys, that's what trading is. Learn your patterns, learn your bars. Like when I say, guys, an ignited bar, you should all know what that means. When I say a Tetris piece, these are names that we made up. When I say an FU candle, you should know what that is, okay? When we say a 3-bar play, you should know what that means. When we say bar coding, or like some of you guys said piano keys, you gotta know what these terms are. It's just slang talk for trading, okay? Trading is a language. I talk with this slang because that's how I learned, okay? If I tell you all the technical terms and the names, it's confusing. Even when I was learning, I paid $5,000 for the Toronto Trading Academy. They were teaching me all these institutional words, guys with suits and ties, and I'm like, just talk to me like I'm a regular person. I don't need to know all these institutional. I was so confused with the words. Then I went home and I just studied this shit myself. And like, how hard is this? When you see a black bar, cut it in half. That's it, okay? And then just figure out a point of control. If this is a big black bar that closes below bodies, that's a structural candle. That's it. I just saved you guys years and thousands of dollars to teach you guys a course right there. Like, if I wanted to sell that YouTube video, I could charge so much money for that. I don't. It's free, guys. It's free. Enjoy it. We do this shit every single day. We have nothing to hide, right? We're here live with you guys. What else do you want us to prove to you? That's what someone said, Ron, you guys got to prove more to us. What else do we need to prove to you? I'm not proving any financials to you guys. I'm not stupid, guys. I've been in the game for a long time. Once you start showing financials, I'm going to get unwanted attention I don't want. My wife doesn't even know how much money I make. Let me tell you guys a story, okay? My own wife, I've been married 18 years. She's not here. She's not here, so I can say this. Don't rat me out, guys. You can rat me out that I ate my kids' candy, but don't rat me out here. My wife doesn't even know how much money I make. So why would I show my financials with a bunch of strangers around the world? Why? Why? I'm humble. I'm happy. I'm comfortable in life. I'm not here to prove anything. If I was 20 years old, yeah, for a flex, maybe I would do that. I'm almost going to be 45. My days are over for showing off. I'm an old man. I'm an uncle, guys. Just come with me. We smoke some weed and we have a good time. I'm that uncle. Invite me to a cookout. I love to eat, guys. That's me. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm not going to come up in a fancy car. I'll come in an Uber. I'll smoke lots of weed with you. We'll drink. We'll have a good time. I'll teach you some candlesticks. We have a good time. That's me. That's Dave. We're those guys. We're a rare breed. To the guys born in the 80s and 90s, you guys know who we are. That's us, okay? I'm not this new generation to compete with TikToks and this and that, okay? Who gives a shit about that? We do our business on these calls, okay? That's our business. This is what we do. So with that being said, let's everyone go smoke a joint, relax. We're back at this tomorrow morning, New York. Christoph, Donald Trump is talking to the Greek community today. Tikani, skala. Boris nafasta kokutiamu. You know my Greek friends, Christoph, that's what they teach me. Boris nafasta kokutiamu. Do you even understand what I just said? No? Is it good? Is it good Greek? They tell me to say that to any Greek person I meet. Hopefully it's nothing bad, but that's what my Greek friends teach me, okay? Donald Trump is speaking to the Greek community today, right here at 4 p.m., right here, due to speak at the Greek Independence Day celebration. So, oh, it means eat my balls? Oh, okay, then I didn't know that. They told me it means like something like Tikanis, have a nice day. Okay, so I see they're trolling me, my Greek friends. Okay. But guys, hit the likes, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100,000. You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Whether it takes us 1 year, 10 years, we're gonna be doing this. Okay, guys? And look at now the pattern. Okay, so down, up, coming back down, could get engaged in a double bottom. Okay, this is the big block to break later today. If it can get above there, you could have there. That's a pattern we all recognize. But it could continue selling, right? This leg could continue come down and it continues to sell off, right? That daily candle could still be pushing down, okay? So you got to know, even if you're buying, now you could be buying a potential double bottom. Potential double bottoms have that higher volume that can break out, and we're right below the previous daily low. So that's the big resistance there. Guys, I love when volume trades like this. This is A+ volume. okay? See how it's moving like beautiful? Like this is where I love, this is where as a scalper or intraday trader, you can clean up the markets because it's doing very easy patterns. Down, up, back down. It could potentially go back up. But I always think when it goes back up, it's got more selling pressure. So it could just come up to here, lower high or a double top, and then they continue dropping it down. Then I got to continue selling down. I got to get that buy out of my head. And then I got to continue going with the higher time frames, right? You got to teach your brain to understand that, okay? You still have to trade with the higher time frame. The higher time frame, if you look on the daily and 4 hour, is big black candle. So these could just be little pullbacks and then they continue dropping you down, just like we see on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? But this is good volume. You see, it's not just trading like this. This is the worst volume to trade. This is shit right there, okay? You see the barcoding, the piano keys, whatever you want to call it. Like now we're actually, it's beautiful. Like as a scalper, oh my God, I love when I see volume trading like this because it's easy to take a sell there. It's easy to be disciplined, take your money. If you want to buy, it's easy to take buys right back up to the red box. Be disciplined. Take your money as it comes back down. The sellers should have been disciplined down there to understand it's a double bottom and now it could be coming right back up, right? And when this move comes back up, if it doesn't break here, it could potentially come right back down, right? And then that could be the next leg really pushing down, okay? And you're literally zone to zone trading. If you want, you can get rid of this inside zone. That's like an inside block, what we call. You can get rid of it. You can leave a line if you want or get rid of it altogether and just focus like you're trading in here. And you got to know too, this is another thing. This is what I learned later in trading, and I wish I learned it early. This entire zone from here to there, if you don't want to trade this, no one's telling you you have to trade this. Remember, 3 directions, right? How did we do it up here? Same shit. It came down, back up, could come down, trade inside here. Let's say you don't want to trade this zone. Don't trade it. But understand that carry this trend line down. You could, if the buyers are building it, break out of here, retest this, and go up to there. Okay? Remember options. If it's not this, let's eliminate that. And if we're coming down, it's got to be the next option. Close below here, retest this, and continue dropping with that higher time frame volume. Just like the same setup here. Remember, I had this arrow going up. Did that happen? No. Were we still trading in the box? Yes, we waited. And what was the final option? Closing below, retesting, and dropping, right? So the same setup. Recognize patterns as a trader, okay? Like, you know when you play video games? It's the same thing. Teach yourself some cheat codes. Have yourself a playbook. If you got to write it down on paper, if you got to screenshot it with... I make mental snapshots in my head. Okay, because I've been at this for a while. So I know exactly what I'm looking for on a daily basis. Does it always play out? No, but at least I know what I'm looking for. That gives me the confidence to do what I do, right? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not just talking here to hear my voice here to hear me talk. I'm actually trying to get through to you guys. You guys got to set some side, like you got to know, like a Tetris piece. Someone's like, what the hell's a Tetris piece? Okay, play the game of Tetris and you'll know. You know, like I'm trying to look for one. Does anyone know if there was one at any time? It's such a clean piece when you see it, but when you got to look for these things, it's so difficult to find it. Like, where the hell is it? Oh my God, I can't see it right now. See, when you want to see something, you want to back test, you can't find it. If anyone sees a Tetris piece, let me know the time. I'm trying to find one for us. Fuck. When you want to find these things. Oh, well, I can't find it. But you got to know a 4-piece of the puzzle, okay? A 4-piece. We traded these a lot this week, okay? 4-piece. Here, blue, black, 4 pieces, 4 bars. Up, down, up, down. That's an M. There's the M that closed below, right? Right there, closed below. Low wick, there. As a scalper, that's all I'm looking for. I'm telling you guys, what my brain looks for is that. Sell that, stop loss just above. And what am I looking for? I'm looking just black volume to come trade back down to these candles. That's it. Get my money and get out. That's it. That's what a scalper, I'm a scalper. That's what I'm looking for. Recognize that pattern and take a screenshot and learn this, because you're going to see this on every single time frame. Does it always happen? No. But when you recognize it, you could be looking for a high probable setup. Okay. Another one is that same thing, but a double bottom. You're going to see 4 bars consolidating. Here's another one. Okay. There's another one. See right here, guys. Oh, here's one. Look, see when you want to see them, black, blue, closed above, held, buy, right? And you're not looking to take this to next week. What you're doing as a scalper is just looking to come back up to like the next resistance right there, okay? So if you take that same setup, I know someone's gonna say, Ron, well, you're not doing this, it's just back to, I know, but I know what I do live, guys. I know what I do. I know what I do every day. Stop loss below there, and I'm just looking tag there. And before I even take the trade, this is what keeps me disciplined, and today I screwed up. I measure it, 120 pips. You get your pips, stop loss break even, pip and dip. If you want to close the entire trade, close the entire trade. If you want to take 80% out, take 80% out. If you want to continue to hold it and you want more, look at what the market does. Come right back down. Either if you have a break even like me, you get hit at break even. If you don't respect your break even, then massive stop loss. Okay? I don't like getting massive stop loss. Break evens, I don't mind that. I don't mind. Okay, so you got to know what you're looking for, guys. You have to know. You know, when I say sometimes it takes 2 bars to consolidate a zone, understand what I mean when I'm saying that, okay? Because that will teach you how to advance in the future. And you might see that you actually figured out a consolidated box live. You might see that you actually figured out a supply zone live. You might actually figure out a support zone live. And you're doing this yourself. And you can gain confidence by doing it. Like right now, you see the volume on these 3 bars? Like right there. I would trap this shit right now, like right there. Just trap it. Look at how it's telling you black, blue, black. So, and we're trading right back in that green box where that was the point of control where I originally took that buy off of. So the volume is still here. It came down, big wick, big wick. So it looks like it wants to continue to possibly build for another long buy back up to the red zone. If it breaks out, you're looking to fill that wick and come to the top of this green box. This zone is still there, has not been mitigated, has not been transacted, okay? But that could be false. It's lower, high, and then they're pushing it back down to follow this arrow, okay? So, and in this entire zone, if you don't want to trade this shit, don't trade this, right? You trade up here or down here. This is where the market now is consolidating, okay? So hopefully, guys, today's session and yesterday's session were good educational sessions. Today we got into some lives. Hopefully you guys made some pips. But if you got stopped out like me on break even, it sucks. But tomorrow's another day. Okay, guys, I got to get ready. There's a big World Cup soccer matches, football, whatever you guys call it in Europe. No, Danny, don't go Poland. Go Albania. But we'll see what happens. 3:45 p.m. Eastern. I know the European time is different over here, but I'm going to enjoy those games. Hopefully everyone has a great day. Tomorrow morning, don't forget, we're early tomorrow, okay? So get some sleep tonight and join us early. Tomorrow morning is a New York COMEX Wall Street session, okay? 7 a.m. sharp. Have your coffee, have your kids' candy ready. And don't tell my wife that I didn't tell her how much money I make, please, guys, or else you won't see Ron here anymore. My wife will kick my ass. She's my boss. She's my... she's my boss. Okay. So that's our little secret. And then tomorrow, guys, later, you're going to have a psychology mindset webinar, creating and sticking to a trading plan. Let's continue to stick to a trading plan. Okay. And guys, everyone on YouTube, thank you guys so much. Guys, we appreciate all your comments. We appreciate the likes, the subscribes, all of that. Oh my God. We're like 50 subs away from 95,000. So hopefully we get it and we'll be awesome. Okay, guys? So we'll see you guys. Have a good day. And we had another fun session. See how it's coming right back up? Guys, what? See, as a scalper, oh my goodness. Okay, I feel like I just missed out on a trade. Like right there, how it built, break the wick, and drive. And there's another 50 pips. Normally, that's all I'm looking for. I'll tell you the honest to God truth. If I get 50 pips, guys, gold did not trade like this a couple years ago. This, like a move like this was like 30 pips. Now you're getting like hundreds, okay? So even a candle body like that, there's no harm, no foul to pip and dip out of that, okay? You know, if you get a 50 pip candle there, a 50 there, a 50 here, another 50, you could hit 200 pips. That's it. That's a daily goal, like for most traders. And it's not that difficult to wait for this type of setup, okay? Guys, that's it. Have a good day, everyone. God bless everyone. Thank you. A final thing on YouTube and Zoom. If you guys can tell me where in the world you guys are all at, because I read all the comments after. I want to know. I want to get to know you guys. I know a lot of guys on Zoom where they're at, but there might be new members on Zoom. There might be new snipers. Let me know where are you guys from. We're from London, Ontario, Canada. Where's everyone from? Just in the last, before we close out, just let me know in Zoom where you guys are all at. I read everything after. And on YouTube, guys, I read everything after. Where's everyone from? So we can get to know how diverse we are. Where's everyone from? Where are you guys representing around the world? That's nice to know. And for everyone else to know where everyone's from. You know, you can maybe find a friend in your country or your city. That's and build off of that. Okay, guys? Trading, we should unite each other. That's what trading is. We all stick together. You and I are retail traders. We stick together. Our job is to beat the institutions, the market makers, right? I'm not taking money from you. I don't want your money. I want the money from Fidelity. I want the money from Charles Schwab. I want the money from BlackRock. I want the money from Donald Trump. I want that money, okay? I don't want your money. Vanguard, yeah, State Street. I want the money from Apple. I want the money from Tesla. I want Elon Musk money. That's who I'm after. But you guys, we all eat together. Have a good day, guys. London, is it London, Ontario, or London, England? Which London, John? Or sorry, Jake? Any London, Ontario? If you are, guys, we'll go out for some shawarma tonight. Chicken wing nights, Thursday. We go eat some chicken wings. If anyone's from London, Ontario, let me know. Okay, guys, have a great day. I appreciate all of you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. sharp. Join us, okay, guys? And join the free Telegram, because that's where I put the upcoming links, so you guys will never forget when we're live, okay, guys? And honestly, I hope you guys are learning, because I know that learning can empower you to do something in life. Remember, guys, trading is supplemental income. I know a lot of you guys are hard workers. You guys work 1-2 jobs. You guys are going to school. I understand that. I do the same shit. I went to school, university, worked. I manage trading on the side as well. But trading is a supplemental income, okay? So don't quit your jobs. Don't quit school. Continue with that. We can teach trading while you're doing other things on the side, okay? When you feel comfortable after years and years and years of doing this, if you're financially set, then if you want to do this, you can, but it's a lot of stress, because if you're not bringing in the money, you got bills to pay. So your work, your job pays the bills while you're learning how to make a supplemental income. That's my advice. That's uncle advice, okay? I know that not everyone here is a 20-year-old kid living with their parents and don't have to pay a mortgage, don't have to feed kids, but most of us are older and we have families, we got bills to pay, and I know trading, sometimes when you're learning, takes years and years to learn this, okay? So don't be silly, don't quit your jobs, so continue doing what you're doing. This is supplemental income, okay? Trust me on that, okay? Because this is not easy to learn this skill, okay? Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Burlington, Ontario, that's close. That's nice. My wife is going to Hamilton on Tuesday, Cardi B concert. She asked me, do you want to go to it? I'm like, hell no. What am I going to do there? But yeah, Cardi B concert. I didn't even know she was coming to town, but anyways, she's going. So I'll have the night to myself. Maybe we'll have a session. Next week, yeah, we do have Tokyo. Next 2 weeks, guys, we're going into all Tokyos. Maybe we'll make Tuesday night a long session, okay? Have a good night, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you. Samuel, you're going to smoke for me? Respect. Enjoy it. Cheers to you. Enjoy it. If you got them, light them. If it's legal. If it's legal. Don't do any illegal shit, guys, okay? Have a good day. Guys, fun call. It was fun. I had a great time, regardless of the break-evens. I hope you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys grabbed some tips. Guys, we try to get you in the setups, and it's your job to manage the pips, okay? I try to hold on these calls as much as possible, you know, to get bigger moves for everyone, but you guys know we try to use pip and dip, so continue doing it, okay, guys? I'm happy about that. Good luck to Poland too.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome.
Recording stopped.
Welcome to the live session of Stocks Number Trading. My name is Dave, guys.
Dave is going to clown me.
Let's
now.
get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.